joined by my guys Bucky Brooks, Charles Davis, and guys, our newest team member, Sherry Burris, will be joining us from the sidelines. Now the week kicked off with the HBCU Combine, and now it culminates in the second annual game. We've seen some studs all week, but Bucky, who's a player we've got to be looking out for?
Well, it has to be Xavier Smith from Florida A&M. The wide receiver has been nothing short of spectacular throughout the week. And we talk about practices and watching him throughout the course of the week, no one could guard him. Very similar to when you watched him throughout the regular season. This is a productive playmaker, a polished route runner. He has stop-start quickness. And what I love about him, the bigger the game, the better he plays. You don't finish your career with over 280 receptions, 3,600 receiving yards, and 29 touchdowns without being a baller. He is one of the ballers that's really stood out this week.
Yeah, the HBCU All-American also has got some return ability. That's something the scouts like. Charles, your guy?
Well, when you talk about a wide receiver, let's talk about a defensive end / outside linebacker / 3 technique, and that's Joshua Pryor out of Bowie State. We've seen him at 280 pounds. We've seen him at 250 pounds, and all in between. What will he play at in the NFL? That remains to be seen, but today, probably closer to 245, 250, which means he'll be an edge guy, although in certain pass rush situations, they'll kick him inside. 31.5 sacks for his college career. He'll be hunting quarterbacks today.
Yeah, Pryor's been one of the stars of the week. It's rare you haven't seen an NFL scout try to saddle up next to him. Well, now it is time for the coin toss, so let's send it to the public address announcer, Doug Moreau.
Do me a favor, turn your backs this way, turn your backs this way. You gentlemen follow me this way. Guard, I'll be your referee today. We want to give you guys the opportunity to showcase your talents. Team. His tails, his heads. It is heads. You want to defer to the second half. Which way you want to kick? This team has won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. Team Robinson will receive. Stand. Have a great day.
I can hear it. It sounds good.
They started this game. Shake Harris and Doug Williams. You're looking at the co-founders of the HBCU Legacy Bowl. Two Grambling greats, two greats in the NFL as well. As we know, Doug Williams, the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl, and James Shaq Harris, the first black quarterback to start a regular season. And now it is time to hear from our newest team member, Sherry Burris, down on the field.
Well, Steve, every HBCU conference is represented between players and coaches. There are two head coaches, an offensive and defensive coach for both Team Robinson and for Team Gaither. Now, Team Robinson's head coach their roster is mainly SIAC and SWAC players. Their coaches are Benedict College's Chennis Berry and Southern's Eric Dooley. And now players and coaches, guys, they're just as fired up for kickoff as we are. Let's take you inside Team Robinson's locker room.
It's just football. It's football. That's all it is. You've been playing all your life. It's football. Not no change. Go out and have fun. It's football. That's right. That's all it is. Make a play. Who can make a play? That's all it is. Ain't no change. Ain't not no change. Blocking and tackling. That's what they call it. Blocking and tackling. Ready to go, man.
All right, well, how about that to get you pumped up? But on the other side, the CIAA and MEAC makes up most of Team Gaither. They're led by Richard Hayes Jr. from Fayetteville State and Trey Oliver from North Carolina Central University. We finally get to see what they've been working on all week, Steve.
Well, thanks a lot, Sherry. And as we saw, Team Robinson in the black jerseys will be getting the ball first. Team Gaither will be kicking it off. And guys, you've got some interesting kickoff rules because the team that kicks it off, they will get the ball at the beginning of the second quarter. So regardless of what happens with the possessions, so we get to see exactly what these guys have to show. And we will see some things in the kicking game and the return game because these coaches do know that these are some of the positions, Bucky, these guys are going to have to fill on NFL rosters.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for these guys. A lot of guys have not played special teams. So in the All-Star games, you get a chance to see them out of their comfort zone. And so while you're evaluating them as offensive or defensive players, the kicking game is a huge element. It's the team or the phase of the team that will really help these guys make a roster down the line.
All right, we're seeing Elton Andrew from Fayetteville State stepping back, getting ready to boot the ball. Looking deep, guys. It looks like we've got Xavier Smith. This has been the showtime, man. Again, we want to see his return ability.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No doubt, man.
He starts out with if he makes it to the NFL.
Good job.
Big high kick, returnable kick. Smith deep in the end zone, takes a knee, because we are going to see Team Robinson take possession at the 25-yard line. Coming out at quarterback for Team Robinson.
You guys hit the like when you step in.
We are expecting to see
Appreciate y'all for coming.
McDaniel from Southern University. And guys, you talked about Josh Pryor too. Number 0 on Team Gaither. Somebody to look out for.
Absolutely, this should be fun.
Okay, we're going under center. This is something they've worked on because a lot of these guys also have been playing mainly in the shotgun. All right, we're seeing McDaniel roll right. Dumps it off to Xavier Smith, but he had heavy pressure from Pryor in his face, Charles.
Certainly did right away, and you saw Pryor affect the play because Glendon McDaniel hoping to get to the perimeter and get outside, have a clean line of sight in order to get it to Xavier Smith. That really wasn't there. He knocked the timing of the play off and held it to a short gain, if any.
Yeah, Bucky, we know we've been talking about Pryor all week. You start off a game rolling out his way. You know, he wants to showcase himself in a game like this, but some of the strategy, if you're Team Robinson, doing that out of the gate, as McDaniel now lines up in shotgun. Takes a low snap, hands it off, an inside run, nothing doing at the middle. All right, we saw the big stop, again, nothing doing, but now it's time for today's Pfizer Impact players for Team Robinson. Guys, who should we be looking at here on offense?
Yeah, when they hand off the football, you want to see number 0, Emmanuel Wilson out of Fort Valley State. A monster year, 1,371 yards, 17 touchdowns on the ground. He's not a dancer, he's a thumper.
Look, when you're looking at Team Gaither in white, keep your eyes on number 10, triple B's, I call him, Brandon Barnes-Brown, outstanding playmaker, 13 interceptions on the year.
Yeah, Brown might have an opportunity right here. It's 3rd and long, but they go the opposite side of the way. Pass completed from McDaniel to Xavier Smith, his favorite target, but it is short on the first down. You had Ali Shockley on the tackle. As we're lining up for punts. Now, guys, some of the rules with punts, no pressures up front. They're going to take 2 or 3 steps towards the line of scrimmage, but there is return game in here. Again, the return game is something everyone wants to see, from blocking the gunners to the actual returning of the football. We've got Hicks back to return the punt for Team Gaither. Nice punt. He's got some room to maneuver. He runs it left. He's got some blocks. Hicks takes it, gets out of bounds at the 40-yard line before he is finally pushed out by Devin McCoy out of Clark, Atlanta. All right, guys, now we've seen Team Gaither. Looks like Dion Galat, the quarterback out of Bowie State, is going to open things up here, an all-CI AA quarterback. They've got some weapons here too. Let's see if they can move the ball.
Yeah, they should be able to move the ball. Galat is a terrific playmaker. You talk about a guy who really dominated in the CIAA. Let's see if they can get him comfortable early. Look for a quick little bootleg or something out to the flat early. See if we can get some completions.
All right, and Galat lines up in the shotgun. Low snap. Kaz had problems handling it, just falls on it to maintain possession. About a 2-yard loss. And these are some of the early nerves that we see in these All-Star games, Charles. But wait, let's get to the Pfizer, again, the Pfizer Impact players of the game. Let's go to Team Gaither.
So when you have Team Gaither, keep your eyes on number 9, Darius Hagan, the running back. He's an outstanding playmaker, terrific during the combine, but he's also a guy who has that rugged running ability that you love.
And when he gets on the field in black, number 44, Andrew Farmer from Lane, another terrific pass rusher today.
Hand up, oh, a big hit. Ball was handed off to Alfonso Graham from Morgan State, but man, was he tagged on that run up the middle. Looked like number 30 came crashing down on that big hit. You got there, Stephon Pierre with that hit. Wow. That's how you size somebody up out of the gate and get your presence known.
Yeah, the young man out of Albany State diagnosed well and got right to the play.
All right, another 3rd and long that we're seeing here. Both teams going 3rd and long on their first possessions. Galat with a throw. Pass broken up by Team Robinson. The number 5 on the breakup, Kayron Kinsler from Alcorn State. Here we go on the replay, guys.
So you see simple drop back pass, trying to get it out quick in the seams. Just a great break and drive. Terrific play by Kinsler.
All right, Jacob Young back to punt out of Fayetteville State. Oh, and Xavier Smith again back on the return. Let's see if they kick it to him. Looks like they're having some issues getting set on the punt team. Don't have the personnel in place.
Missing a personal protector. These are some of the things that happen in All-Star games. Trying to get the substitutions right. Even though you go through all those walkthroughs, sometimes it's hard to get the right 11 on the field at the right time.
Young takes the snap. Low punt. Very returnable kick here by Smith. Let's see what he can do. He breaks it right. He's got some open field. Wow. Big tackle there by number 33 on Team Gaither, Woodley Alpalon.
The 2023 HBCU Legacy Bowl is brought to you by Coors Light. Never drink and drive. And remember, 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The school play was really coming together until disaster struck. Luckily, replacement costumes were shipped with FedEx, which means Mr. Harvey could picture the perfect night. FedEx can help you be ready for what's next.
Three times stronger can make a big difference. Castrol Edge is 3 times stronger than the leading full synthetic. Castrol Edge, better oil for maximum performance.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you, saving you hundreds, even thousands with Inflation Buster. That's more road trips, more spa days, more of what you love. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. That's more cash in your pocket. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Don't miss these big savings. Visit inflationbuster.com.
We all have something we love. A passion. Could be our job, travel, sports. It could be anything. But here's the thing. If you follow it, wherever it takes you, you'll always find what you're looking for.
Hi, welcome back to the HBCU Legacy Bowl. We are scoreless in the first quarter. Now you see the team namesakes in white. You have Team Gaither named after Alonzo Jake Gaither, the legendary Florida A&M football coach. You see the record, 203, 36-4, and in the black uniforms, Team Robinson, named after the legendary Eddie Robinson. And Charles, you know, those two teams, those Grambling and Florida and A&M teams and those coaches had some legendary battles.
They absolutely did, and obviously it wasn't just the coaches, the players they brought in, and the school pride for each.
All right, we see the handoff to A.J. Davis off of right tackle, but still nothing doing for Team Robinson's offense, as again, Glennon McDaniel in at quarterback.
Yeah, A.J. Davis is really interesting. This guy started off at Pitt, physical running back. When you see the size dimensions, you really can envision him being one of those short yardage specialists or 4-minute back. Love the size and the stats and the physicality that he runs with.
Had a big year a couple of years ago at Pitt, ran for almost 600 yards and that before transferring.
Yeah, and you saw they gave him a fullback on that play, but nothing doing. His team Gaither's Jayshun Bryant comes in and makes a nice play, uncovered, but boy, he came in and wrapped him up for no gain on that play. So now we're looking at 3rd and 9. Ball is spotted on the 29-yard line for Team Robinson as they try to get something going.
So these All-Star games can be a little tricky, trying to get the rhythm and the cadence early in the game, trying to find some flow. They've gone to 21 personnel, 2 backs, 1 tight end, trying to up the ante when it comes to the physicality of the running game.
Ryan McDaniel back in shotgun. All right, false start. Seems like we're having some technical issues with the official microphone down on the field. But guys, now it backs Team Robinson up now as to where it is 3rd and 14. You know, when you see circumstances like this in all these All-Star games you've covered, what are we looking for here? Are we going big, or are we trying to get it to the hands of a playmaker so he can do something?
It's always about trying to get the ball in the hands of the playmaker. Oh, that's good.
You have a flag down. You have a very nice catch here by Jaden Thomas, a wide receiver out of Benedict College, who got close enough for 1st down yardage, but let's see what this flag is.
Is Jaden Thomas wearing 10 now?
Jaden Thomas is wearing 10. We saw a holding call on the offense, but now Team Robinson looks like an illegal hand to the face as well. Multiple flags. Again, we cannot hear the official call.
Roy Bernard, and this officiating crew made up of a group of people who are all in the NFL developmental program for officials. As we try and bring more officials along, we'll see them operate today. They'll operate at different positions throughout. So sometimes the letter on their back doesn't correspond to the position they're officiating, so they continue to move.
Yeah, you
Speaking of movement, left side of your screen, you caught that as well.
Yeah, Maurice Campbell, the first team All-SIAC tackle with the hands to the face. Pretty easy call. Handoff to Markel Scott, trying to make something happen. 2 nice moves.
Nice move.
Very good balance. But he doesn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage because Team Robinson was so far, a 12-yard run, so far in the hole right there. But guys, look at this run.
Really like the run, and what I like about this is at the end of the run, the jump cut and the finishing skills. So even though it didn't produce a 1st down, it certainly helped scouts get he got some attention from the scouts on that one.
And you like the end of the run. How about the beginning when Devin Harrell, number 50, shot the gap and was in the backfield, made him miss initially in order to get that run started.
All right, Chris Fadul on the punt, takes a low snap. Fadul out of Florida A&M. They're just going to let it bounce. So Team Gaither can get something going on offense. A little extracurricular activity going on here.
Okay.
Right, 32-yard punt. The ball is going to be placed at Team Gaither's 45-yard line. Bucky, you've done a lot of these All-Star games. Again, you talk about it's difficult to get into the cadence. What's usually an icebreaker?
So look, you're looking for that first big play to settle the nerves down. All the quarterbacks are nervous. A lot of the players are nervous because, look, the scouts have been here. They know the scouts are watching. It takes them a little while to settle in and play like they've always played throughout their time in college.
Okay, and we've got Alfonso Graham from Morgan State back in the backfield next to Galat, who's in the shotgun. Takes a drop, climbs the pocket under pressure. Nice run on the left side of the field, but we have a flag down. We see what that's going to be. 94 for Team Robinson on the pressure. Defensive end Cameron Peterson out of Southern. Charles, we've seen a lot of scouts saddle up to this nice-looking prospect, 6'5", 280 out of Houston.
And he had trouble getting back there because I think Christopher Simon, number 72 out of South Carolina State, he's going to be the one that they charge with the hold on the right side of the offensive line.
You know, you can see it right there. Clear and blatant grabbing. It's going to be hard sometimes to deal with these guys. You're working on the offensive line. 5 guys, they don't necessarily know each other.
Their program is not in the talk back, by the way.
Galot dropping back out of the gun again, tries to climb the pocket under pressure. They just gets knocked down. Wow, a lot of pressure brought in by Kevin Victorian out of Prairie View A&M. Remember, it's down by contact. Right, down by contact, not college rules. We're playing NFL rules here.
Yeah, one of the things that Kevin Victorian has been able to do is he's been able to take what he displayed during the combine and put it into practice. One of the best performers during the combine early in the week. We continue to see him dominate in practice. It's not a surprise that he's already off to a good start in this game.
Okay, we got another flag down on the far side of the field. We'll see now if Coach Dennis Berry decides to take this, if it is called on Team Gaither, which it looks like it will be. Oh, it's on Team Robinson walking back here.
You hear him in the background talk about he's scrambling out of the pocket.
Yes.
When you get defensive holding, when you get outside the pocket, Bucky, that's not supposed to apply. You're supposed to be able to put your hands on the receivers downfield until the ball's in the air, correct?
Yeah, so I mean, look, this is a learning curve for everybody, including the official.
Automatic first down is Galot. Back in shotgun with the RPO, nice fake. Galot with a nice run, physical run to get the first down. First time we've had either one of these teams cross midfield. What about that run?
Yeah, really nice run for Galot. And when you dig into his background, you see he's rushed. In high school, he rushed for over 1,100 yards. Wasn't something that he necessarily put in his bag in college, but it's in there. One of those tools is hidden in the toolbox.
129 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground this year. They didn't ask him to do it a lot, but he finished that run well.
At first down to the 49, they go back to the run game. Handoff to Alfonso Graham on the left side. Nice gain. Looks like they're starting to get a little bit of rhythm on offense for Team Gaither. 3-yard gain.
Yeah, and this offensive line, Bucky, seems they're starting to move it a little bit on the defensive front of Team Robinson.
Yeah, that's going to be a fact. And, you know, the thing is, most of the time in all-star games, you see a lot of reliance on the pass. They've leaned into the running game, had a lot of success, moved it over midfield.
All right, Tyler King, standout player out of Edward Waters, joins the backfield for the first time. Team Gaither goes into the 2-back offensive set.
And you got 2 backs who can catch the ball well out of the backfield there now.
Make the handoff to Alfonso Graham with a nice run around the left side. Looks like Team Gaither are starting to find something going on that left side. The tackle comes down by Nelson Jordan from Alabama State. Team Robinson.
You're right about that, and that was DeQuari Wilson, number 55, getting out in front, as well as Tyler King, number 28 out of Edward Waters, is the lead running back.
Nice lead black, but how about Alfonso Graham? He's been generating a little bit of buzz all week as a runner, but there are a lot of people, a lot of scouts that want to see him as a slot receiver. Yes. It is nice when we're transitioning to a league where you have a bunch of hybrid playmakers. His ability to run and catch could help him in the spot in the league.
Yeah, I think this is a day where he better enjoy those carries. I think he's headed towards slot receiver, and I think it'd be a good spot for him.
Yeah, that was a 9-yard gain for the pickup. Nice completion, Galot throwing to the left side. Hits his wide receiver, Antoine Murray, the all-MEAC player. I'm going to let you guys say where you guys went to school so no one thinks I'm showing up bias.
Oh, he went to one of the HUs that
no.
in the land. Oh, the real. That's what we're doing.
He went to the Capstone. Just go ahead and say it. He went to the Capstone. He went to Howard.
Hey, guys, let's send it down to Sherry Burns.
The late Dwayne, guys, Dion Gallat is friends with Dwayne Haskins. He passed away, and he's playing inspired because of the loss of his friends. The two from the Washington, D.C. area. They played football together, Gallat relying on Haskins for issues on and off the field. He even writes his nickname Simba on his eye black. He told me he is playing for Haskins in this game, and it reminds him that there's things bigger than football, and he's trying to go out there and honor Haskins in this game, too.
Thanks a lot, Sherry. Fantastic tale. As we know, Dwayne Haskins last summer passed away in a tragic accident. So Dion Gallat showing a lot of respect to his friend. And a flag on the play, a false start. His Team Gaither was 5 yards back to the 35-yard line. Second and about 7. Gallat drops back. Nice protection. Oh, beautiful completion to his tight end, Tyler Barnes. You got a flag down, but Barnes
at the end of the run too.
We got a flag at the end of the run as well. Man, that was a nice route by Tyler Barnes, North Carolina Central product.
And a really good block by J.J. Holloman downfield to assist him. We'll see where they signal with the flag. But that extra yardage was due to the block by Holloman out of Tennessee State.
You know, that's what you want to see. You want to see your receivers downfield cover up, block.
So we got offsetting on this one.
Yep, we have offsetting. So we're going to take this back.
Play never happened.
That's right.
Bucky, quick question for you. As you're watching them start to move the ball a little bit on the ground, do you feel like it's translating to Dion Galat being a lot more comfortable and getting in better rhythm throwing the ball?
Yeah, well, I think so. And I think the thing with Galat, running the ball probably helped him calm his nerves. But then the pass game,
there's the late hit right there. There's the personal foul.
He's 3-4 yards out.
Did you not watch the AFC Championship game?
Can't do that at all. All right, handoff to King. This is the player we wanted to see. Nice run up the middle, but he is stacked up on the inside. It looked like Cameron Peterson and Devin DeRosso making the play, getting some nice penetration. You know, the defensive line play, we've heard coaches all week say that's the strength of both teams, the defensive interior. We've seen that for a good ways. And, you know, you're seeing Cameron Peterson out of Southern. Again, he's someone who looks the part, has gotten a lot of attention from scouts this week.
He certainly has gotten a lot of attention. One of the things to think about, one, it's a warm day. These guys haven't played a lot. The more you run the ball, you're going to see a little fatigue and some big plays happening.
My big third down here, about 3rd and 6 for Team Gaither. As Galat drops back, oh, he had a receiver wide open, but he took a big hit.
That ball tipped as he went through, in addition to taking the hit.
Yeah,
that one died.
Ronnie Thomas from Mississippi State deflected it.
Yeah, Mississippi Valley State, Ronnie Thomas, a Delta Devil, and that affected everything because Dion Galat trying to get it to the receiver down the seam, trying for the strike upfield.
All right, so interesting situation. 4th and 6, Team Gaither lining up to kick it. Elton Andrew, the kicker from Fayetteville State.
I think he just short-armed it. I didn't see the ball getting tipped. He had a guy down the seam and just never really got it there.
All right, this is going to be a 50-yard field goal attempt. Got whistles blowing here. Flag.
And you know that Elton Andrew kicking the football here, career long field goal 45. So this would be a heck of a strike if he puts this one through the post.
Push his range a little bit.
Heck of a strike. Guys, look at this holder, Jacob Young. They might have to line him up at guard. Good snap. Didn't get, he got under it a lot. Looked like Charles Davis's with the 3-wood.
That'd be more iron play, but the point remains. I get it.
All right, we'll stay scoreless here. And when we come back, we're going to hear from quarterback Jameis Winston.
KFC has wraps now?
Got 2 for $5.
Wait, there's one with spicy slaw?
Grab 2 new Kentucky Fried Chicken wraps for just $5.
Cashback is good, but double cashback is even better. Discover matches all the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year, which is cashback at its best.
Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with one of our experts who will do your taxes for you, so you can do anything else.
Hey, you know how Caesar invented the Caesars Sportsbook app, Caesars Rewards, and of course the salad? Well, he's back with something called Quick Picks. It's the quick and easy way to turn today's biggest headlines, storylines, and games into bets. Look, it's right there on the homepage. A same-game parlay pre-built with the moments that make marquee matchups marquee. What will Caesar think of next? Who knows? Bet the NFL playoffs like a Caesar with Quick Picks. Only on the Caesars Sportsbook app.
We're really excited for today. This is a day that we've been looking forward to for a while now. I'm Greg Olson. I've teamed up with Truist for a community day of giving and connect with some of the special places and the special people here in the community.
I'm at a loss for words. To see someone see the special place that it is.
It means everything. I think this is exactly what we
need. Sir, appreciate y'all for coming, man. Appreciate y'all for coming.
As we go beyond the field.
Hit the like for me.
What's up, Einstein?
My network has gone kaput.
You tried to save a buck on it?
I got what I paid for. Not so smart.
Nah, you're still a genius. But there is a smarter way to save.
Oh.
Switch to Verizon. For a limited time, get Welcome Unlimited for just $25 a line.
$25?
And it's guaranteed for 3 years.
Brilliant!
Well, you would know.
I'm switching.
I think the bike's probably faster.
Now is the best time to switch to Verizon for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network you want. Verizon.
All right, seeing the fishing boats there on the mighty Mississippi. Maybe catching some shrimp. You know, maybe have a little etouffee a little bit later on after the HBCU Legacy Bowl. We're still scoreless with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Back here at Yulman Stadium at Tulane University. And now we're joined by a special guest, quarterback Jameis Winston. Jameis, thanks for joining us here.
No, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here.
Look, one of the reasons why you're here is you have been an initial sponsor, an inaugural sponsor for this game. Why did you decide to get on board?
Well, just the opportunity to help out these young athletes get an opportunity and exposure to what they deserve.
Okay, so look at Team Robinson. Take the snap right here. Team Robinson had trouble getting things going offensively. They get to Xavier Smith, stud wide receiver from Florida A&M nearby.
Yeah, right across the tracks. Right
across the tracks from Florida State.
Did he run a 4.3 the other day?
He did.
Oh
They say he did. I got a few other scouts that's a little bit higher than that, but it's okay. It's okay. We're going to go 4.3. We've done that before. He is quick. I know this. He's 4.3 quick in the hole.
Absolutely. I saw him on that punt return. He looked electric. Wish he would have got north a little bit sooner, but man, he's exciting.
James, when you come out here, I mean, like you said, you went to Florida State. You grew up in Alabama, so you grew up in black college football country. What's it like? You talked about opportunity to see some of these guys start getting their chances, especially last year. We had 4 players from HBCUs get drafted, 4 players from HBCUs play in the Super Bowl, and what you're trying to do to help them get more players into the NFL.
Well, I think just creating an awareness of all athletes can have an opportunity at that next level if they are consistent in what they do, if they do have the talent. But HBCUs, they don't have the exposure that a lot of these Power 5 conferences have, or the facilities, or a lot of different things like that. So creating this game to basically put them on a platform to allow them to show their talents.
Okay, there's your guy Xavier Smith. After the play fake, catches the slant to get the first down. As Team Robinson keeps moving down the field, we're within 2 minutes. And guys, they want to see these teams within 2 minutes of each quarter run hurry-up offenses, right? It's something to help quarterbacks manage clock management. Bucky, how important is that as a scout to see how these guys think with the clock?
Well, it's really important because football is all about situations and how you navigate those situations, particularly as a quarterback. So you want to see if those guys can keep the offense on schedule and eventually get the team down into the end zone.
All right, is that
that's Joshua Pryor?
Joshua Pryor. Now, Jameis, you don't want this guy coming at you.
I can take him.
I
can take him.
All right, it looks like Team Robinson has called the timeout. Let's look at Pryor right here. What do you see?
Well, I see him going around that edge.
All right, Jameis, stay with us. We're going to go to break as Josh Pryor breaks a big sack as it's still scoreless here at the HBCU Legacy Bowl at Tulane University.
Hey, you know how Caesar invented the Caesars Sportsbook app, Caesars Rewards, and of course the salad? Well, he's back with something called Quick Picks. It's the quick and easy way to turn today's biggest headlines, storylines, and games into bets. Look, it's right there on the homepage. A same-game parlay pre-built with the moments that make marquee matchups marquee. What will Caesar think of next? Who knows? Bet the NFL playoffs like a Caesar with Quick Picks. Only on the Caesars Sportsbook app.
We all have something we love. A passion. Could be our job. Travel. Sports. It could be anything. But here's the thing. If you follow it, wherever it takes you, you'll always find what you're looking for.
I've never fit the criteria of a modern-day running back.
I'm not 6 foot. I'm not 215 pounds.
Now get out.
I wake up every single day and I say, let's get 1% better today. Doing things over and over and over and over again to the point where you can't get it wrong. My underdog mentality is what's gotten me here. So now I have to go prove them wrong. I'm ready to go.
The school play was really coming together until disaster struck. Luckily, replacement costumes were shipped with FedEx, which means Mr. Harvey could picture the perfect night. FedEx can help you be ready for what's next.
Welcome back to the HBCU Legacy Bowl. And as the members of Omega Psi Phi say, it's hopping in here. Q hop on. Joined by James Winston here with Bucky Brooks and Charles Davis. I know you guys saw a little bit of hopping going on when you were on campus as well, right?
We did. Fam used to have set Fridays where the Greeks would go out there and put on some shows for us.
Okay. So now Team Robinson second and long, about second and 15, a little more than a minute left in the opening quarter here. So after this play, James, you were telling me something off camera. Drop back pass. Really nice play. Drop back by McDaniel across the middle. Again, they're running hurry up right here.
Corey Rankin with the catch right there.
Beautiful play. James, you were saying pregame, something special really hit you. What was that about?
Well, when you have the opportunity to be in the presence of Doug Williams and James Shaq Harris and Mel Blount and people of that nature, me as an African-American quarterback, seeing Doug, and he's a great mentor of mine, but standing on the field next to Shaq, like, just think about the legacy that they have. Like, when you think about HBCU Legacy Bowls, those two are the pioneers of this event. And they are also two pioneers of just African-American quarterbacks having success in the National Football League. So I'm just grateful to have the opportunity and to be in the presence of all these HBCU athletes and Hall of Famers, actually.
Yeah, right. So you saw Southern quarterback Glenn McDaniel. RPO runs it, gets it out of bounds. And now Team Robinson is setting up for the field goal. Guys, Jose Romo Martinez, another Rattler from Florida A&M. Okay. One of the best kickers in the country.
Yeah, formerly at Delaware State, 3 seasons, 2 years at FAMU, career long of 51 with FAMU, and 34 of 46 in terms of field goals during his career there.
Okay, now we have a stoppage in play. And James, while we have you here, we know spent the last couple seasons with the Saints, but now it's time to hit the free agent market for you. What's happening, man? You know where you're going to be?
Well, technically, I'm not a free agent just yet.
Oh, yes.
I have 1 more year under contract, but man, my main thing right now is making sure I stay healthy and be ready to play. Like, that's the only thing that's on my mind. I got to be ready to play because I know when given the opportunity, I'm going to look forward to taking advantage of it.
Was that a little bit last year, a little bit of a push being healthy and being ready to play? Because I know you went hard trying to be ready, and I know you're not one to make excuses, but the sense I got was you weren't truly 100% while you were trying to play, to have that health to go out and compete as you normally do.
No, I wasn't, but that comes with the territory.
Right, that's good. It's part of the thing, but at the same time, it is so important to be able to show your best.
It is, because the film doesn't lie.
Right.
And the film doesn't say...
well, you know he was a little hurt that day.
It doesn't say that. So you have to be ready for whatever.
All right, Romo Martinez lines up for what looks to be a 42-yard field goal.
Nice sidewinder, too, going from the left side.
Left side, ball centered in the middle of the field. Good snap. Gets good leg on it. The ball is good as now we finally have some points on the board. Team Robinson, 4 seconds left. Guys, you finally got some scoring. And James, again, before we let you go right here, you talk about being a black quarterback in the history of HBCU quarterbacks. When you see some of these young men out here, whether it's in this game or, some of the other guys playing in the MEAC, SWAC, whatever, what is some advice you can give them about dealing with the on-field stuff, off-field stuff?
Well, I think that's the beautiful thing about the game of football. It's like when you think about the stories that you had in high school and so on, it's about passion and love. But to these guys, I'm just going to tell them, hey, stay consistent in what you do. Continue to pursue your dream. Like, I think it's like 1% that makes it to the National Football League, but with all these different avenues, the XFL, the USFL, these players have an opportunity to showcase that they can belong in those leagues, and you never know. Like I say, the film doesn't lie. You get good tape on film. You just need one team to give you an opportunity. You make the most of it.
And you're one of the honorary captains today. Are you a captain for one of the teams or both of the teams? I think it's both, correct? So you can't lose today.
You can't lose. Right? No, I'm not losing.
James Winston going home a winner today.
We're in a win-win situation. That's always good.
I like that.
All right, well, James, we appreciate not only you joining us, but all you do in sponsoring these young men and spending a lot of your own money to make sure they get an opportunity to play this game, enjoy the week, and possibly meet some of their NFL hopes.
No, thank you. It's a pleasure to be in the booth with y'all, and I just hope these kids, they show up and show out today.
Yeah, get out of the booth and get back on the field. That's what
there you go.
Absolutely.
All right, Team Robinson up 3-0, but Josh Pryor says no. We got more coming to you. Welcome back to the HBCU Legacy Bowl.
Once again, man, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Make sure you guys hit the like.
We're bringing big back. It's bigger, cheesier. The Big New Yorker from Pizza Hut. Big pizza, bigger deal. Y'all hungry? Better be hungry.
What if you could own a moment? I know the moment I'd want. Own the moments that matter. NFL all day.
I've never fit the criteria of a modern day running back. I'm not 6 foot. I'm not 215 pounds.
Now get out.
I wake up every single day and I say, let's get 1% better today. Doing things over and over and over and over again to the point where you can't get it wrong. My underdog mentality is what's gotten me here. So now I have to go prove them wrong. I'm ready to go.
KFC has wraps now?
Got 2 for $5.
Wait, there's one with spicy slaw?
Grab 2 new Kentucky Fried Chicken Wraps for just $5.
3 times stronger can make a big difference. Castrol Edge is 3 times stronger than the leading full synthetic. Castrol Edge, better oil for maximum performance.
Filing a simple return for free with the help of a TurboTax expert?
Feels pretty good.
See if you qualify at TurboTax.com.
Hey, you know how Caesar invented the Caesars Sportsbook app, Caesars Rewards, and of course the salad? Well, he's back with something called Quick Picks. It's the quick and easy way to turn today's biggest headlines, storylines, and games into bets. Look, it's right there on the homepage. A same-game parlay pre-built with the moments that make marquee matchups marquee. What will Caesar think of next? Who knows? Bet the NFL playoffs like a Caesar with Quick Picks. Only on the Caesars Sportsbook app.
Welcome back to the HBCU Legacy Bowl, played at Yulman Stadium here on the campus of Tulane University, where Team Robinson, made up of mainly players from the SWAC and SIAC, is leading 3-0. Now here's some of the rules of the game. The offense, you must have a tight end on the field in a balanced formation. Defensively, an even front, 4-3 personnel, no blitzing, and Team Gaither will get the ball to start the second and third quarters. As you see, Team Gaither on the field with Jalen Fowler, North Carolina A&T, in at quarterback. Team Gaither in the white, number 11. Rise the handoff, hands it off to Alfonso Graham with another nice run by Graham. Guys, he's having a very strong game.
A very strong game. He's racking them up. And we talked about it. 5'10", 180 pounds. He projects as a slot receiver, but he certainly showed the ability to run the ball effectively with the ball in his hands.
Charles, you're surprised we haven't seen Darius Hagans in the game much, the running back out of Virginia State. He's been the buzz of this team for most of the week.
Yeah, I think they're probably on a rotation system, so many carries, so many plays, that sort of thing. You kind of do that in the beginning of a ball game, and then when the game's on the line, the best players end up coming out and playing. Kind of like the NBA All-Star game used to be. You know, where down the stretch, they actually played and competed, and somebody wanted to win.
Well, you know, Graham,
and by the way, you asked for him. Here he is.
There's Hagans. Oh, big-time tackle. Big-time play by Jamal Dorsey out of Langston University. Wow, Hagans on his first carry gets corralled. Okay, now we're seeing running back Alfonso Graham. Look at the moves
Yeah, it was the explosiveness. I think that's what was intriguing when you watched him in the combine on Monday.
This is what we're talking about right there.
You see him catch the ball. You can see him change direction in those things. That's why scouts were buzzing about his ability to move from running back to slot receiver.
And he showed really nice hands catching the football throughout all the drills, because the amazing part is last year he only had 14 catches on the season. Didn't utilize him in the passing game.
Oh, and we see Fowler with the fake to Higgins, drew a hole out, open, and plunges forward for about 4 yards for the first down. Guys, Team Gaither offensively seems to really kind of have things going, even though they're rotating personnel in.
Yeah, they do have it going. And going back to Graham, you talk about the combine. One of the reasons why you want to have a combine to showcase these players is so you can dig into their background. How about a guy with only 14 catches during the regular season? But then in the combine, you see he does have soft hands. He runs nice routes. It gives him an opportunity to play in the league.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line for Team Gaither. Go back to the RPO game, handoff. Nothing doing for Higgins. He is a marked man. As guys, Cameron Peterson showing up again for Team Robinson.
Yeah, he was there. Looked like Stephon Pierre, number 30 out of Albany State, was there. Cameron Peterson holding the point of attack, Bucky, and then there was a swarm of black jerseys to follow him.
Yeah, swarm of black jerseys, but you talk about Cam Peterson being able to really put his hands right in the middle of the center's chest, work to get off, make the play at home. Man, that is a nice move for him.
Is that what you as scouts recall, having the heavy hands to be able to take that control of the
I like when
I'm trying to get you in there.
Terms. I like the scouting terms. You're right. Put his hands on, shed, quick disengage. Exactly what you want to see from the interior play.
2-yard loss for, it's now 2nd and 12. Nice pass, hit Zach Leslie. 6'4", 210 wide receiver out of North Carolina A&T on the left side. Brings the ball back to the 40-yard line before Kayron Kinsler out of Alcorn makes the stop.
Yeah, for Kinsler, what you're looking for as an evaluator, can guys tackle in space? It has now become really imperative that your DBs on the perimeter have to be able to make one-on-one tackles. That's where the game is going. You have to have guys that can tackle. No longer can they make business decisions.
Did you like his positioning there when the catch was made and how he took away the inside cut?
Really good job.
3rd and 8 on the 40. Oh, a nice little delayed handoff to Torian Taylor. Team Robinson responds quickly. There's that guy again, Cameron Peterson, pursuit from the defensive tackle position. A nice looking little bit. Watch the pursuit, guys.
Well, I mean, that's a part of it. You know, you don't want to say that you have to coach effort. You want guys that play hard. And so playing hard in the National Football League is a skill, is a trait. There's a reason why guys who have high motors tend to stick around a long time when they have an opportunity to play.
Claude Sherilis also there on the tackle as Jacob Young, Fayetteville State, lines up to punt again. Team Robinson's defense really comes up after giving up a 1st down with a nice stand right there. Looks like number 3 for Team Robinson, Ja'Cory Rankin, back on his own 15-yard line to corral the punt.
And as a returner, it almost becomes a rugby or lacrosse. You're just evading back there because the gunners, it takes a while for them to get there.
All right, Fair catches it at the 7 or 8 yard line.
he had Bucky, he had almost 10 yards of room.
Yeah, somebody has to tell me in All-Star games, we know fair catch. Got to go score.
All right, Team Robinson up 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. We'll be back after the break.
What if you could own a moment? A moment when everything is on the line. I know the moment I'd want. Sunday, January 16th, the playoffs. We couldn't miss. That's a moment I'd like to own forever. Now, you can too. Own the moments that matter. NFL all day.
KFC has wraps now?
Got 2 for $5.
Wait, there's one with spicy slaw?
Grab 2 new Kentucky Fried Chicken wraps for just $5.
Are we here to win? Or are we here to enjoy some crisp barefoot Pinot Grigio? Sure, wine and football can be complicated, but enjoying them should be easy! Yeah! Well, let's enjoy ourselves, huh?
slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza, pizza. 3 times stronger can make a big difference. Castrol Edge is 3 times stronger than the leading full synthetic. Castrol Edge, better oil for maximum performance.
All right, seeing the streetcars on Canal Street here in lovely New Orleans at the HBCU Legacy Bowl. And now let's send it down to our Sherry Burris on the sideline with a special guest.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. We're here with Kevin Kaplan, director of the HBCU Legacy Bowl. We appreciate the time and this event. This is the 2nd year. What impact did you see from the inaugural event?
Well, what's really great is we're now in the 35th anniversary year of Doug Williams winning the Super Bowl. A history made 35 years ago, and now we're celebrating the HBCU Legacy Bowl, where last year over 40 players either got drafted, selected the NFL draft, signed a rookie free agent contract, or were invited to a rookie minicamp. So 45 players, which more than quadruples the prior 3 years. Now that's progress.
And you guys focusing on not just the athletics here, but also an incredible career fair yesterday. What do you hope that everyone took away from that event?
No, absolutely. So this is a week of opportunity. It's to make an impact, to lift the HBCU community. You know, a lot of people talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And we want to invite everyone who's committed to this promise to join with us, to really make a difference, to give kids great opportunity and a path to great success.
We appreciate it, Kevin. Thank you so much. Steve?
Well, thanks a lot, Sherry, as we're seeing Skylar Perry out of Arkansas Pine Bluff, a native New Orleanian, any quarterback, hands the ball off to Emmanuel Wilson out of Fort Valley State. Guys, now we're in the quarterback rotation. And here's Perry, a lefty, who's a nice dual threat type of quarterback.
Yeah, dual threat playmaker. What you want to see is he going to take advantage of the tools that he has? We saw Deion Gallat get off running the ball, have a little success that way. Let's see if Skylar Perry follows this.
Well, it looks like they were having some little issues getting the play in. Perry actually running over to the sideline to get the play. Yeah, and the play clock now is really ticking down.
They've been doing that throughout. Glendon McDaniel was doing that in between each and every play. But after every play, that quarterback's got to get to the sideline quickly in order to be there for the coach to give him the play.
Yeah, play
Otherwise,
clock.
you're burning clock.
Yeah, play clock is ticking down. They get the play off. Perry, quick step. Oh, big time pressure. Wow, he really had no shot. And is that Jermaine McDaniel from North Carolina A&T? Yes, it is.
Had a terrific combine. I mean, this kid went through things with such effort, almost to his detriment. And you know what it's like, Bucky, at a combine. Sometimes you try so hard and go so hard, you get yourself a little bit out of whack and out of your element instead of being fluid and smooth. But he was fluid and smooth on that pass rush.
Absolutely fluid and smooth. And that's one of the things about the combine. It gave these guys exposure before they have to go to their pro day. Then when the scouts come and see him on campus, it should be a little more comfortable and relaxed.
Oh, punt block. You got a punt block. Looked like number 11, Jashawn Bryant out of Tennessee State.
I got to tell you, that's cold-blooded.
That is cold-blooded.
Because in this type of a game, you're not supposed to be rushing the punter.
You're not supposed to be rushing the punter.
I know it feels good for Jason, and now he throws the ball up in the stands, but you're supposed to let him get that punt off.
And we're seeing the officials convene because it was a gentleman's agreement, 3 to 4 steps, and we're going to see the return. Oh.
And so, look, I understand this as a player.
I understand where he's going, but
he made a business decision. He wanted
By rule, there is no rushing the kicker. The penalty is a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot and an automatic first down.
So defense has to go right back out on the field.
Oh, Jashawn Bryant, the celebration thwarted by a penalty. It's not just a gentleman's agreement.
So now, Steve, we come back to the question we ask our scout Bucky Brooks as you're evaluating. The rules are spelled out for players. We understand sometimes you get excited and you make a play like that, how do you as a scout look at what Deshaun Bryant just did?
Okay, so there are a couple different things. So we give him double grades. I love the effort. I love the fact that he was able to take it off the leg of the punter.
Hey, he didn't.
However, awareness, I have to downgrade him on that because he didn't understand the situation.
There was a rule.
There was a rule. He violated the rule. But I dig it.
Ultimately, though, you give him a little bit of a plus.
You give him a little bit of plus on that because then you see that he can't block the punt. I do like the fundamentals that he displayed.
Yeah, easy fundamentals and nobody's blocking you either. Skylar Perry with a new lease on a series gets the ball off to number 17.
It's Devon McCoy.
Tight end, Devon McCoy, yes.
Nice open field tackle there, Bucky. Kai Gray out of Lincoln. They call him KJ. He's been at Rutgers, Tabor College, Sam Houston State before settling in at Lincoln. Had 82 tackles last year.
Well traveled, but very productive.
Yeah.
All right, so Emmanuel Wilson in the backfield to the left of Perry in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. There he is with the handoff. Oh, big hit in the hole.
There he is. Mama, there go that man. Perry Pryor again making plays.
It'd be number zero, Joshua Pryor out of Bowie State. What'd you like about what you saw there from him, Bucky, on the running play? We talked about his pass rush. What'd you say?
I just like the overall physicality that he continues to display. I mean, he has been the guy that we've talked about coming into the event. Starting on Monday from the Combine, he was the guy that was constantly discussed. I think what you like to see in these games, the best players show up and dominate against what is expected to be.
All right, third and 8. Yeah, 3rd and 8 from 34 as we just saw some 0-on-0 crime. Perry going for a deep shot. The ball is there. A big-time catch. And it looks like it is Jaden Thomas reaching up to grab that ball. Gentlemen, the throw and the catch for the big first down.
Yeah, great throw catch. Bump and run. Just didn't have an opportunity to get his hands on him. Great catch, taking it the high ball. Man, you love this part.
And Bucky, that's over a long corner. Jai Nunn-Liddell out of Kentucky State. He has the build and the look of what we call the Seattle corner with all that length. Still had to get the ball up and over, and Thomas went up and took it from him.
Yeah, the thing he'll learn, he has to be better at the line of scrimmage. You want to use that limb. Didn't throw his hands, made it a track meet. He lost on that one.
Yeah, 27-yard completion as they move across midfield. Skylar Perry on the scramble, touches. Takes another big hit. Yes, the flag looks like it's coming in. 54 with the big hit. Wanye Majette, linebacker out of Elizabeth City, on the run by Perry. Who, guys, even though he's a dual threat, he looked like as he was scrambling, he was still looking to throw it most of the way.
Well, he took off and became a runner. So the protection of the quarterback changes now because he actually became a runner downfield. See what the call is.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 54. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So they're probably saying, Bucky, that he hit him in the head and shoulder area, neck and shoulder area with force. Let's see if that's what it turns out to be.
So now it's a late slide.
Yep.
But he did. Shoulders right in the head and neck area.
He actually ended up hitting much more of his own teammate, but he did catch him across the top as he grazed him there. That's what the officials detected. And our head referee on that play, that was Roy Bernard throwing the flag.
Gentlemen, even though this is a college all-star game, we're playing a lot of NFL rules, and these are things that we don't see happen in the NFL.
A lot of things they have to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. 1st and 10 on the 19 for Team Robinson as they are driving. 2 big penalties on Team Gaither, allowing them to get down this far. Perry takes a shotgun snap, quick look. Gets the ball out to the sideline. Looks like he gets the ball to Ja'Cory Rankin, number 3 out of Mississippi Valley State.
Bucky, what are you seeing out of this quarterback so far? This youngster by the name of Skylar Perry, who's a 53% thrower in the regular season, looks more accurate than that today.
Certainly has. They've done a good job. Eric Dooley, those guys have set them up for success. Quick rhythm throws, things that are easy to complete. He has his confidence in his rhythm. Also displayed a little dual threat ability when he broke the pocket and ran for a little bit.
Guys, do you think they're doing that because number 0 has been lurking pretty heavily on the other side?
He better get rid of it quickly when he's on the field.
Guys, as we see Perry out here, it's interesting. He is a lefty. Had a chance to talk with him this week about that, and he said that is one of the #1 questions he gets from the scouts that he met with. I'd be interested in hearing from you, Bucky and Charles, what you think about him being a left-handed QB.
Doesn't mean a whole lot to me, Sherry, if a guy can complete a pass. I mean, I've never understood this whole idea of lefty-righty. Steve Young was a lefty, wasn't he?
He was a lefty. Now, the only thing
I know it's the spin
when it comes, the ball spins a little differently, and so it takes a little time before your wide receivers. The ball kind of tends to tail, you know, but it shouldn't be that big of a difference when you get to the next level.
You played wide receiver. If you had a good left-handed quarterback, you figured it out, didn't you?
Well, you do figure it out. I think for the coaches, though, you got to remember, most coaches are taught, hey, they're working with right-handed quarterbacks, so the offense is more pro-right. With a left-hander, you got to flip your brain a little bit. Make sure you got some of those left-handed plays in the playbook.
Let me help you with this one. If you can't flip it for a good left-handed quarterback, you're a lousy coach.
Skylar Perry with the fake, rolls right, under pressure, delivers it out of bounds. He takes a big-time hit. Number 15.
Keyshawn Moore out of Hampton.
Keyshawn Moore, wow. Keyshawn Moore's a really good looking. I mean, he meets the eye test as well, guys.
Watch him close, Bucky.
Oh, man. You talk about that guy. He also comes from an HU. You know what I'm saying? Hampton University.
Oh, you trying to start something? Are you trying to start something up here?
I'm not trying to say anything. I mean, we got I want to make sure I give Hampton this due.
You got Howard Mann calling the game, and you talk about HU, and what are you going to do to our guy over there? Come on, man.
It's all good. Both of my parents graduated from Hampton Institute. Yes.
I knew that was coming.
So that's coming. All right, as Jose Romo Martinez lines up for the 34-yard field goal. Oh! That's a dead ball. This is not the Arena Football League. We know there have been scouts here from a lot of other leagues, but the Arena Football League rules are not in play. Romo Martinez.
That took me all the way back.
I know the word doink is in vogue, but that was more of a bong off of the side of it.
Yes, it was. As Team Robinson held scoreless after a nice drive, but still lead 3-0 here in the second quarter of the HBCU Legacy Bowl.
The school play was really coming together until disaster struck. Luckily, replacement costumes were shipped with FedEx, which means Mr. Harvey could picture the perfect night. FedEx can help you be ready for what's next.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and steaks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza, pizza.
So you can do anything else.
We can dance, everybody's taking a chance.
Intuit TurboTax, 100% expert guaranteed.
Discover online privacy protection. Free from Discover.
First time I saw the service on the sideline, it was crazy. Technology is everything. Without those pictures on the sideline, we wouldn't be able to do what we do and see what we see. It's just a chess match between the offense and the defense, and Microsoft Service is at the center of that chess match.
Have been better.
All right, back here at the HBCU Legacy Bowl, Washington Commanders General Manager Martin Mayhew in the house. He's been here for most of this game, and guys, the Commanders also have shown up big in a lot of different ways this entire week.
Yeah, it's been a tremendous opportunity. Jason Wright talked to all of the participants at the career fair.
He's the team president.
Team president of the Commanders. He talked to everybody about setting themselves up for life after football and beyond. And so this has been great to have the Commanders support. Obviously, it means a lot, particularly with Doug Williams, one of the co-founders of the event.
All right, we saw the incomplete pass thrown right there under heavy pressure as Team Gaither takes the ball.
Illegal contact.
Fowler under heavy
Defense.
pressure,
Number
99.
21. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
All right, but we have a flag on play, defensive hold on number 21, Cherilus from Alcorn from Team Robinson. So automatic first down for Team Gaither on what was a busted play.
Busted play, but still up front. The same guys keep showing up.
Yep.
Cameron Peterson up front with the bull rush.
94 in black.
94 in black. And then Kevin Victoria, number 99, coming off the edge. Those two guys have been spot on all day.
Hey, guys, one thing I just noticed, Darian Bryant, the all-CIAA tackle, just moved to left tackle from the right side because that's where so much pressure is coming from. And then they run the ball. Tyler King with a nice cutback on the stretch run.
He ended up making Devin DeRusso, number 26 from Langston, miss in the hole to gain additional yards. Watch DeRusso, 26 in black, got the shot right there. Made him miss and end up getting another 4 yards out of it as he had number 92, Justin Reagan, draked on him at the end from the young man out of Jackson State.
And here's the thing about Tyler King. Great athlete. Started his career at Marshall. You can see the natural running skills. People, scouts, really love his ability to stop, start, change direction.
Led Marshall in rushing two years while he was there.
All right, 2nd and 2 for Team Gaither. You're seeing Fowler make something out of nothing. A bad snap, almost gets sacked, and then gets the ball to his tight end, Miles Wright from Morgan State, number 86. What a play by Fowler out of NCA&T.
Yeah, and Bucky, number 86, Miles Wright. What's his primary position here today? Long snapper. But he's also doubling as a tight end, had 7 catches on the year last year. And I watch him throughout the week. And he's one of those guys, when you watch him run routes, you don't think much of it, then you realize he's winning all of his routes.
How about that? And the more you can do, long snapper, specialist position. But if you can play a position, it certainly helps him.
Right, Fowler on the drop back, dumps it off to King. Oh, here we go in the open field, down the left sideline. Looked like he stepped out at about the 36. Guys, we saw the catching ability as he had to go up and get it, and the open field explosiveness.
What'd you think of the hands there about Tyler King there? They look like easy hands, Bucky.
Easy hands, and coming into it, scouts had talked about his explosiveness, his athleticism. Now seeing him catch the ball out the backfield after watching him a few plays later as a runner. Yeah, you might want to put a little circle around Tyler King. He's got certainly intrigue.
He did a nice job at the HBCU Combine, opening a few eyes. A lot of people talked about him and his receiving ability as well. A little bit bigger in terms of frame than Alfonso Graham, who we talked about earlier.
All right, Fowler drops it back, gives the ball to number 19, Zach Leslie. Well, he's met with some contact, doesn't catch it clean.
Who is that coming inside out? That's number 51, Torek Cooper out of Texas Southern. Watch 51 in black right there. Come from inside out the linebacker position to put a big pop on the receiver.
About a 4-yard gain on that play, but I think Cooper
and I better get
a toll taker. All right, we got a 2-minute warning here in the 2nd quarter. Team Robinson leads 3-0, but Team Gaither is driving.
I partnered with Truist, and they helped me design a whole day of giving back to Atlanta community. Let's get this day started.
We really do survive on the people in our community buying into what we're doing, seeing the problem, understanding how they can help. And so to see somebody in our community partnering with us to do that, it's unbelievable.
Follow along with #BeyondTheField.
3 times stronger can make a big difference. Castrol Edge is 3 times stronger than the leading full synthetic. Castrol Edge, better oil for maximum performance.
Which NFL players depend on Sleep Number? Boom, circle him. All these guys do. Yeah, this beast. Guys that do the gritty do. Turns out 80% of NFL players have a Sleep Number 360 smart bed. Get game-changing sleep. Visit sleepnumber.com now.
We be the ones. The wide-eyed dreamers, playmakers, and leaders, transforming the world to our canvas. We be the ones pushing humanity. We be the ones defying gravity, leaping and jumping into our greatest dreams. We bring the hope and the healing, that celebratory curtain call feeling of jaw-dropping, show-stopping, unbelievable play after play. We're creatively made to move the game forward.
KFC has wraps now?
Got 2 for $5.
Wait, there's one with spicy slaw?
Grab 2 new Kentucky Fried Chicken wraps for just $5.
With an Invisalign smile, everything clicks. And that class reunion becomes...
Is that Anna?
Invis is the #1 doctor-recommended clear aligner and more predictable results. Invisalign.
Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org.
All right, back on field at the HBCU Legacy Bowl, but do not go anywhere, because coming up at the half, the mighty Marching Hornets from Alabama State, ready to put on a show. As you say about HBCU football, it's more than a game, it's an event. Also, more than football, Charles Davis, our good friend Scott Pioli and co-worker, former Chiefs general manager, longtime NFL executive, also is doing something wonderful with the Pioli Family Fund and the Pro Football Hall of Fame and Black College Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I'm going to hit it as soon as we see how this play results. Jalen Fowler trying to throw.
Back. Oh, under massive pressure. Big-time play by Jason Dumas, who has been a stud this week.
He's been terrific, absolutely terrific as a defensive tackle. But show about Scott Pioli, our friend, and this isn't something that he talks about, but Scott has endowed scholarships and endowed money from the Pioli Family Fund for HBCU's coaches and scouts, because they want to be able to give them direct financial assistance for them to go on and pursue their dreams. These are for people who are currently employed at historically black colleges and universities or graduates of HBCUs and they're looking for career advancement in the game of football. And Scott and his family putting that money up there. They want people to know that it's out there. Apply for the scholarships, apply for the grants, apply for the money, and give yourself a chance to make a difference, have a career in the NFL. And this isn't something Scott's putting out. This is something we're doing because he's our teammate, our colleague. We understand it. Multiple-time Executive of the Year in the NFL, the New England Patriots. As you mentioned, Steve, former GM of the Kansas City Chiefs, but he does a fantastic job putting his heart up there and making sure that that works. So let's get that done for Scott Pioli, the Pioli Family Fund.
All right, Team Gaither trying to rally just before the half as they've yet to get on the scoreboard here, down 3-0 at the Legacy Bowl.
What if you could own a moment? I know the moment I'd want. Own the moments that matter. NFL all day.
I've never fit the criteria of a modern day running back. I'm not 6 foot. I'm not 215 pounds.
Now get out.
I wake up every single day and I say, let's get 1% better today. Doing things over and over and over and over again to the point where you can't get it wrong. My underdog mentality is what's gotten me here. So now I have to go prove them wrong. I'm ready to go.
We all have something we love. A passion. Could be our job, travel, sports. It could be anything. But here's the thing. If you follow it, wherever it takes you, you'll always find what you're looking for.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and steaks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Hey, you know how Caesar invented the Caesars Sportsbook app, Caesars Rewards, and of course the salad? Well, he's back with something called Quick Picks. It's the quick and easy way to turn today's biggest headlines, storylines, and games into bets. Look, it's right there on the homepage. A same-game parlay pre-built with the moments that make marquee matchups marquee. What will Caesar think of next? Who knows? Bet the NFL playoffs like a Caesar with Quick Picks. Only on the Caesars Sportsbook app.
Back at the HBCU Legacy Bowl, Team Robinson up 3-0 with 1:02 left. But before they hear their name called in the 2023 draft, this year's top prospects head to Indianapolis to put their skills on display. The 2023 NFL Scouting Combine starts Thursday at 3 on NFL Network.
Tell you what, I sure wish Xavier Smith from FAMU was going to the Combine.
Yeah, that's
wide receiver.
Absolute shame he's not going there. Real quick, guys, 4th and 6. Team Gaither trying to go
fourth and now 11.
4th and 11. They were kind of in no man's land. So it looked like
False start. Offense, number 9.
Yeah.
5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Yeah, Hagen's with the move, but because of where they are on the field, kind of, again, no man's land, don't want to punt, don't want to kick a field goal. Looks like Team Gaither, they're on the 37-yard line on 4th down. Is going to try to get some points, or at least a first down.
Yeah, change the play call. Remember, their kicker, it's going to be tough for him from that distance anyway. Remember the last time he kicked it, it made it about halfway there. So, you know, I think this is the right idea. Keep your offense on the field, change the play call, and try and pick it up. What do you think, Bucky?
Yeah, so no, they got to push it beyond the sticks. This was one that penalty certainly hurt.
You got the DBs pressing.
Pressed up.
Yep. Hagen's on the drop back, under pressure, steps up. He's got options. He's going to run. He throws it, gets the ball for first down, and
good job.
The ball is out of bounds. Miles right again, Charles.
Another penalty flag on deep on the wing.
So we got a little defensive holding, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to get.
We got a hold, but do they decline it because of the yardage they got? It's only a 5-yard penalty. We'll see.
I think you can just go ahead and take the first down there and keep moving.
Absolutely. Plus you're in field goal range with the ball right now spotted on the 20.
Holding. Defense, number 10. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
And that was Jade McCrary making the call. Another woman getting into officiating and doing an excellent job. We've got, what, 3, 4 in the NFL now that are working on a weekly basis. Sarah Thomas worked the Super Bowl when Tampa Bay beat Kansas City a couple seasons ago.
Yes, absolutely.
So more and more opportunities out there for everyone who wants to get involved in the officiating game.
Big call win against Keenan Isaac now as Fowler lines up with 46 seconds on the clock and a new set of downs. Takes it to shotgun. Under total duress, you see a flag down, and he's sacked by that man again. Jason Dumas from Southern. He was first team All-SWAC in 2021, second team All-SWAC the year before that, but guys, he has been dominant today.
HBCU All-American 2 years ago, 70.5 for loss.
Offense, number 76. That penalty's declined. Result of the play, second down.
And 8.5 sacks that season, playing for Prairie View before he followed his coach, Eric Dooley, to Southern. Watch the left side of the screen, number 1 in black with the second effort on the push and chases him down. Bucky, I saw him this week in the HBCU Combine. He's not big enough to be a defensive tackle in the NFL, but I think he has a chance to be a fullback.
He has a chance to be a fullback, and he was utilized at fullback on offense. And here he is, talking about these guys up front, just dominating up front.
When you see a lot of these calls, I'm pretty sure it's going to be another holding call. Is that just getting beat initially off the line of scrimmage and guys reaching and grabbing, Bucky?
They're having a tough day right now. They're having a tough time. We talked about all these guys. Even in pregame, we talked about the number of pass rushes on both sides that could give the opponent problems. We're seeing that come to fruition.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 94. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
This time it's a defender.
Wow,
taking advantage up front.
Cameron Peterson, who has been a standout today, defensive tackle out of Southern.
Right there, you see the hook?
Got it up top.
Ended up getting the hook right there as he made the tackle. He had done everything right, won the battle initially, and on the finish, the penalty keeps Team Gaither going on offense.
Yeah, go ahead, Bucky. It'd still be hard to count that against him. If you're a scout, he's been dominating. He's put together a nice little collage of film.
Yeah, that's not going to keep you from wanting to take an even harder look at him.
23 seconds left is Jason Fowler, again the quarterback out of NCA&T, under total duress. Yeah. It's a jailbreak. He scrambles, throws it left, nice dump off as he gets the ball out to E.J. Hicks. Oh, what a play by Hicks. 11 seconds on the clock.
Bucky, how many pluses are you giving on your scouting sheet for what you saw from the white team on that play in terms of individual effort? I'm thinking specifically Fowler, the quarterback, and Hicks, the receiver.
Team Gaither.
Yeah.
Second charge timeout of the half.
Dumas has a free run at him. He's able to escape. He then throws it back across the middle of the field, which you don't like, but it was a play effective. They get into field goal range because of the extra effort from Fowler.
Yeah, he never should have been able to escape getting out of there. I mean, Dumas was the first one there. There were 3 others coming with him, and an excellent job by Fowler spinning out and creating the opening.
Okay, Bucky, you gave out some positive grades But across the offensive front for Team Gaither on this drive, look, we know it's obvious passing situation because of the clock and where they are, but they are not helping Fowler out right now.
No, they're not helping him out. In fact, on that last play, I thought they were running the screen.
A middle screen?
I thought they were running the middle screen because everyone came through. I thought it was a middle screen. And so they have to tighten it up. It's one of the things that they will talk about at halftime. They have to give the quarterback a better chance, but they still have an opportunity to go in 3-3.
CD, quick question. 11 seconds here. They're out of timeouts, I believe. You take a shot at the end zone.
Absolutely. You got to throw it in the end zone. But look, Zach Leslie at the bottom of the screen, number 19. That's a big, tall target for them. Maybe you want to take a shot at throwing it up and trying to hit him.
Man, we haven't seen J.J. Holloman, standout from Tennessee State, in a lineup in a while. Fowler is joined by split backs, takes the shot, just as you said, Charles. Oh, back shoulder was there. The ball was there for Leslie out of North Carolina A&T, but he can't hang on to it as Ray Estes was there on the coverage.
I think the funny thing about this is, prior to the snap, Ray Estes knows that they're coming their way. He's clapping and applauding the point to Fowler. Throw it my way. They do. Aaron pass. He ends up winning because the coverage is pretty tough.
No, back shoulder. Ball was there. Okay, Aaron pass. All right, he's looking at Elton Andrew from Fayetteville State.
It's a chance to atone a little bit, see if he can get a clean pass through the ball with his foot on this one.
32 yards. And Jacob Young, his holder from Fayetteville State. It looks like it made it through, and we have a tie ball game with 2 seconds on the clock just before half.
No, it was a great kick.
31-yard official kick. All right, again, going back to the All-Star game, offense sometimes doesn't materialize.
Yep.
So you take what you can get, right?
Absolutely, but I'll be honest with you, the offenses on both sides have been better than I anticipated, just based on trying to get everything together and the chemistry and the camaraderie together, particularly on the offensive lines. So even though there have been some struggles, we have seen the ball move down the field for both teams.
And I think what's been interesting for us this week, and I'll speak for myself, let you guys chime in, watching Team Robinson in black and watching Team Gaither in white. Team Robinson was a team you love coming off the bus.
Yes.
Bigger, stronger, appearing more physical. But the organization and really the effort of Team Gaither has been impressive all week long.
All right, Skylar Perry, no time on the clock, trying to make something happen, but this will be it for the rest of the first half, as it's knotted at 3 here at the HBCU Legacy Bowl. And guys, 3-3, but we've seen some outstanding plays, especially from some outstanding players. Joshua Pryor, Bucky, has shown up. He's been as advertised.
He certainly has been as advertised. He was the most disruptive defensive player that we watched throughout practice this week, and he was able to carry that performance in practice into the game. And so as we're looking into the second half, let's see if he can dominate. Maybe he can cap it off with an MVP type effort.
And you know who's emerged? Cameron Peterson's emerged in a big way. Number 94 in black and Team Robinson. He's stepping the way that the band is about to step at half.
Yes, sir. We cannot wait to see the band from Alabama State, the mighty Marching Hornets. But before we get to them, our own Sherry Burris is joined by some special guests.
All right, guys, I have Coach Barry and Coach Dooley with us, tied now at 3 at the half. What did you like most about what you guys saw in the first?
I'll tell you, more than anything, I like the guys flying around. They're competing. I mean, it's a competitive game right now. They're all out there having fun and competing, getting out there a little bit. But we got to clean some things up. We're going to go into halftime, clean a few things up, and see if we can come out in the second half ready to play.
In a game like this, it's kind of hard to get guys to gel together. What more do you want to see to get that and keep it going here in the second half?
Just continue to execute, and we saw that early on. You can see the butterfly from both sides of the ball, but I think as those guys got going, they got more comfortable, and now they're starting to work some of that chemistry out, and I think they're going to be better in the second half.
All right, good luck, guys. Thank you. Steve?
All right, thanks a lot, Sherry. It's 3-3 here, the second annual HBCU Legacy Bowl at Yeoman Stadium at Tulane University. And soon we'll be joined by the Alabama State mighty Marching Hornets. Oh, let's get it going. Yes, sir. It's time to party. Right back.
Okay, hear me out. Anyone can change the game with the power of Visa. Look at that. Derrick Henry's using Visa to load up the next generation. They're gonna be champions. Well, one day.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza. We be the ones. The wide-eyed dreamers, playmakers, and leaders, transforming the world to our canvas. We be the ones pushing humanity. We be the ones defying gravity, leaping and jumping into our greatest dreams. We bring the hope and the healing, that celebratory curtain call feeling of jaw-dropping, show-stopping, unbelievable play after play. We're creatively made to move the game forward.
Network.
The score at halftime is tied 3-3 between Team Robinson and Team Gaither. But now it's time to get this halftime started off right. Here is Alabama State Mighty Marching Hornets.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Dr. Quentin Ross, president of the Alabama State University, Dr. Wendy Coleman, College of Visual and Performing Arts, Dr. Carly Johnson, chair of Department of Music, we proudly present to you the Alabama State University Mighty Marching Hornets! To the sounds of Get Love by City Girls featuring Usher.
Great job by the Alabama State marching Hornets. Coming up next, we will formally introduce the Black College Football Hall of Fame class of 2023. The game here at half, tied at 3. You're watching the NFL Network.
Okay, hear me out. Anyone can change the game with the power of Visa. Look at that. Derrick Henry's using Visa to load up the next generation. They're gonna be champions. Well, one day.
What's up, Einstein?
My network has gone kaput.
You tried to save $1 on it.
I got what I paid for. Not so smart.
Nah, you're still a genius. But there is a smarter way to save.
Oh.
Switch to Verizon. For a limited time, get Welcome Unlimited for just $25 a line.
$25?
And it's guaranteed for 3 years.
Brilliant!
Well, you would know.
I'm switching.
I think the bike's probably faster.
Now is the best time to switch to Verizon for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network you want. Verizon.
Hey, you know how Caesar invented the Caesars Sportsbook app, Caesars Rewards, and of course the salad? Well, he's back with something called Quick Picks. It's the quick and easy way to turn today's biggest headlines, storylines, and games into bets. Look, it's right there on the homepage. A same-game parlay pre-built with the moments that make marquee matchups marquee. What will Caesar think of next? Who knows? Bet the NFL playoffs like a Caesar with Quick Picks. Only on the Caesars Sportsbook app.
Back here at the HBCU Legacy Bowl. At the half, we are tied at 3 games apiece, exchanging field goals in this one. But now it's time to get to know the 2023 class at the Black College Football Hall of Fame. Here is pay announcer Doug Moreau.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us now recognize the Black College Football Hall of Fame class of 2023. Presented by Coors Light. Representing Coors Light today is Senior Marketing Manager Brittany Lanier. First, an offensive lineman who spent his 13-year NFL career with the Raiders, winning 3 Super Bowl titles. He played at Florida A&M University. Let's hear it for Henry Lawrence. Next, one of the most electric quarterbacks in the history of the Central Intercollegiate Athletic Association. He was a 4-year starter at Elizabeth City State University. Went on to play 11 years of professional football. Please welcome Johnny Walton. And finally, this head coach won 169 games in his career, along with 3 CIAA championships, 5 SWAC championships, and 4 Black College national titles. Let's hear it for Coach Pete Richardson. Once again,
and here
let's
is
hear
the rest
it
of the class who were not able to be here today. Albert Lewis, the quarterback out of Grambling State, was also a finalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. Lewis played for the Tigers from 1979 to 1982. Then halfback Elijah Pitts from Philander Smith College. He played 11 years in the NFL, most notably for the Green Bay Packers, was a special teams captain for Vince Lombardi. Leslie Frazier, the current defensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills, was a standout defensive back at Alcorn State. He was part of the 1979 SWAC championship. And And Tyrone McGruff, the offensive lineman from Florida A&M, was a 3-time All-American player and led the Rattlers to an 11-0 record in 1977 as a sophomore. And finally, defensive back Jim Marsalis. He played for Tennessee A&I, which is now Tennessee State University. He was a first-round draft pick of the AFL's Kansas City Chiefs in 1969. Again, congratulations to the Black College Football Hall of Fame 2023.
Hey, you know how Caesar invented the Caesars Sportsbook app, Caesars Rewards, and of course the salad? Well, he's back with something called Quick Picks. It's the quick and easy way to turn today's biggest headlines, storylines, and games into bets. Look, it's right there on the homepage. A same-game parlay pre-built with the moments that make marquee matchups marquee. What will Caesar think of next? Who knows? Bet the NFL playoffs like a Caesar with Quick Picks. Only on the Caesars Sportsbook app.
We're bringing big back. It's bigger, cheesier. The Big New Yorker from Pizza Hut. Big pizza, bigger deal. Y'all hungry? Better be hungry.
What if you could own a moment? I know the moment I'd want. Own the moments that matter. NFL all day.
So I partnered with Truist to go beyond the field and take care of my Miami community.
To actually have somebody like yourself, because you know you come in here and take the time under there's a million other things you could have done to take your time and let people know what we're doing in the community, man. It's appreciated.
Follow along with hashtag Beyond the Field.
Network.
Welcome back to the second half of the HBCU Legacy Bowl. The score is tied at 3 between Team Gaither and Team Robinson. And this is Steve White. I'm joined here with Bucky Brooks and Charles Davis. And guys, let's look at some of the highlights that we have here in the first half. Field goal attempt by Team Gaither. It was short and it was wide on the call. Now, see the big run? And there's a made field goal to get Team Robinson up 3-0. And this was a very, Jalen Fowler was driving, but then the defensive front for Team Robinson all over it. And then it wasn't the doink, it was the dog. Great play. And finally at the end of the half, Team Gaither gets on the scoreboard after a few close calls, guys. So now let's look at the stats in the first half. Look at some of our leaders. Not a ton of offense because of defensive fronts here. Look at the number of penalties, even time of possession, 81 pass yards. But neither team, guys, has 100 total yards of offense.
And look, it's been tough, and we knew it was going to be tough sledding just in looking at the rosters and how it laid out. The talent was definitely on the defensive side of the ball. We saw some flashes. We saw some plays. Maybe in the second half now that everyone is comfortable, they made some adjustments. We'll see more efficiency from the offense on both squads.
Well, the big thing will be, can the offensive lines create space in the run game, and can they hold up at all in the passing game? We've seen so many times where they've had direct pass to the quarterback. You have no chance to make a play.
Two standouts for Team Robinson, which will be on defense. Team Robinson in the black, Team Gaither in the white. But Jason Dumas, the nose tackle out of Southern, and Cameron Peterson, the defensive end, defensive tackle out of Southern, they have been living in Team Gaither's backfield.
They absolutely have been living in the backfield. And you like just the combination of effort and energy that these guys have brought to the table.
All right, now as Team Robinson gets ready to kick off, back for Team Gaither. It's like number 28.
Tyler King.
Tyler King. They want to see his skill set. And again, not down by contact. King pulls the ball to the 30, breaking tackles, gets it out to the 35. Guys, we've seen a variety of skill set out of King today, running the ball and catching it, and now in the return game.
And how about him understanding the NFL rule right away, Bucky?
Yeah, that was great. That's a great understanding of the rule. We have a mix of college and pro rules. You're talking about not being down by, you have to be down by contact. Catches it on the ground, gets up. He's able to take it past the 35. That's a big time return.
Big-time returners. Team Gaither now takes over first down at its 35. And in a quarterback, it looks like we've got, is it Jakari Grant out of Virginia Union?
Be his first appearance of the afternoon.
Yep, his first appearance. Gets the ball, RPO, pulls it down. Nice run by Grant. As number 99 for Team Robinson came with the smoke. Kevin Victorian got him to bite and pulls it down and goes outside.
Bucky, you coach option offense in high school football. What is he looking at there?
He's reading the end man on the line of scrimmage. If the end man turns his shoulders or he's coming towards the running back, he pulls and goes around the corner. Great play design, and really way to use it on the first play of the second half.
First and 10 on the 46 for Team Gaither in white. Jakari Grant from Virginia Union in at quarterback. And we've got flags. We've seen a few of those so far. We got a false start. Again, we cannot hear the microphone of the official at the point, but first and 15 for Team Gaither as the ball moves back to its own 41-yard line.
What was that song by Don Henley back in the day? We've got dirty laundry. We've seen a bunch of it here. A lot of rags on the field today.
Yeah, a lot of rags, a lot of penalties. Hasn't been the cleanest game. See if we can clean it up last.
Yeah, see if we can get the efficiency to match the effort, because the effort's been there from the first snap.
Oh, just no chance. There's that guy again, Cameron Peterson. I mean, they're only playing 4. They're not blitzing. And this guy here, he is just, you know, staked his claim, Bucky.
It's a one-man wrecking crew. And they see quick arm over, penetration in the backfield. He's consistently done this. He certainly has a tail on the center he's worried about.
Yeah, and he was winning over Robert Lacey out of Tennessee State. Bucky, when you're rushing, you always hear coaches talk about get half a man. What does that mean when you're half a man pass rushing in order to gain an advantage?
So rather than taking a man down square down the middle, you're trying to pick a side that you can work on. If you can get skinny enough, like he did on that arm over, it allows you to get the immediate penetration.
All right, second 19, Jakari Grant out of Virginia Union. In shotgun, takes the snap again, under heavy pressure, gets rid of the ball. Nice completion to his tight end, Tyler Barnes, number 81 out of North Carolina Central. Get a lot of yardage back to where it's going to be about 3rd and 6. Very manageable from midfield.
Gentlemen, I have an announcement. There was no penalty on the play.
Hey, Charles, we did say the officials are in training, too. They've got to impress their bosses as well.
Listen, I think for the most part, they're calling what they see.
Absolutely.
I don't think that they're just throwing them out there for sure. I think they're seeing what's out there. They have to make the call. And these young men are playing with such effort. And Bucky made a great point earlier. It's a mix of college and NFL rules. So sometimes you're getting caught betwixt between as you're trying to advance here in this level.
Bucky, I know you love this formation. A little pistol with Grant in there, offset by Alonzo Graham. Fakes the handoff to the tailback. Oh, no shot. Big man after getting a strip sack. 76, Darian Bryant picks up the ball on the strip sack. Looks like 99 Victorian in there.
I thought I saw 9 too.
9. Nelson Jordan.
Nelson Jordan out of Alabama State. 3-time captain in high school. And what about the get off there as he came around the corner and just bent and got to the quarterback, Buck?
Look, man, early in the week we heard Eric Bieniemy at his press conference talking about getting guys to strain to finish. That was a great effort coming off the edge, laid out to knock the ball away. Ended up getting off the field.
Forcing a punt. Back to you guys, though. We've seen more players go for knocking the ball out, the strip sack, than necessarily the sack. What about that technique we just saw?
I go back to Bucky's compatriot at the University of North Carolina on that one. That's Lawrence Taylor. He really made that popular and became a huge play. When you're stripping the ball away, getting takeaways, what are you doing, Bucky, to the other team? You're taking away possessions. You're increasing possessions for your team. Takeaways is the name of the game.
Team Robinson with the ball at the 15. We come back 3-3 at the Legacy Bowl.
Are we here to win? To be immortalized by our victory? Or are we here to enjoy some crisp barefoot Pinot Grigio? We're here to do both. I might not know which wine to pair with what, but you better believe I know how many bottles to bring, Ryan. And sure, wine and football can be complicated, but enjoying them should be easy. Yeah! So let's enjoy ourselves.
Barefoot, the official wine sponsor of the NFL.
I'm going big.
We're bringing big back. It's bigger, cheesier. The Big New Yorker from Pizza Hut. Big pizza, bigger deal. Y'all hungry? Better be hungry.
We all have something we love. A passion. Could be our job. Travel. Sports. It could be anything. But here's the thing. If you follow it, wherever it takes you, you'll always find what you're looking for.
Really excited for today. This is a day that we've been looking forward to for a while now. I'm Greg Olson. I've teamed up with Truist for a community day of giving and connect with some of the special places and the special people here in the community.
I'm at a loss for words to see someone see the special place that it is.
It means everything. I think this is exactly what we needed.
And I hope you guys enjoy taking a ride with us as we go beyond the field.
Hey, you know how Caesar invented the Caesars Sportsbook app, Caesars Rewards, and of course the salad? Well, he's back with something called Quick Picks. It's the quick and easy way to turn today's biggest headlines, storylines, and games into bets. Look, it's right there on the homepage. A same-game parlay pre-built with the moments that make marquee matchups marquee. What will Caesar think of next? Who knows? Bet the NFL playoffs like a Caesar with Quick Picks. Only on the Caesars Sportsbook app.
Back here at the HBCU Legacy Bowl and talk about a legacy. Cafe Du Monde, a staple if you are in New Orleans. Gotta admit, I ate way too many beignets so far on this trip. We have a special guest with us. We have a four-time Pro Bowl left tackle spending 9 seasons with the New Orleans Saints. We have Teron Armstead. Thank you for the time. So far of the impressions, second half just getting started. What have you made of this game?
It's been great, high intensity so far. It's been a defensive battle. It's only 3-3 right now, but the energy is great. These guys are playing really hard.
There's more HBCU guys in the NFL now. Looking ahead, because of games like this, how can you see even more guys being successful?
We love this. You know, this opportunity, it raises the awareness, the exposure. It's so much talent in these colleges and universities, so all they really need is the opportunity to showcase their skills and abilities.
For you, you had an incredible season with the Dolphins this year. As you look ahead to the future, what's in store for you guys down there?
I like our chances. I think we got a really good opportunity to be special down in South Florida. The addition of Vic Fangio with the guys we have on that defense, we get our offense healthy. The sky's the limit.
You spend a lot of time here in New Orleans. I already talked about Cafe Du Monde. Tell me, what is it like for you to be back here, and any good places that you've had a hit for food?
I love this place. The city, the traditions, the culture, the history. So many of my restaurants, I can't even hit them all in a weekend. You know, it's just great being back. The energy, the city embraced me. I was home here for so long, so I love it.
Well, we appreciate the time and welcome back. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Sherry. During the interview, we saw Devin Harrell, defensive lineman from North Carolina A&T, go down with an injury. He's being tended to. But guys, real quick, also, Teron Armstead, we just saw in that interview a great success story from a historically black college and university, that being Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Yeah, he certainly is a terrific success story. And he's one of the reasons why we needed to get back to making sure that we put HBCUs in the spotlight. We gave them a platform to be able to showcase their best players. We've seen a number of guys. We saw 4 in the Super Bowl participating. So it's a great opportunity. This platform has been great. I think we'll continue to see the pipeline replenish with more HBCUs making their way up to the National Football League.
He's also one of those guys that allows people to say, I can go to HBCUs and get linemen. A lot of people talk about getting skilled guys and not linemen. Yes. And you end up getting an Armstead, right? And you end up getting Howard at Houston, yes, at the Texans in the first round. So when you start seeing that now, that's one of the things Teron Armstead brought to everyone's attention.
And also one of the offensive linemen drafted last year, Ja'Tyre Carter, out of Southern University. And like Jameis Winston, Teron Armstead is a big-time sponsor of this game.
Another captain. The 2 captains. I guess they both are going to be winners today because neither one of them has a designation about Robinson or Gaither. Both of them win.
All right, well, they're yeah, exactly. Jameis can kind of claim a little bit of the MEAC and SWAC since he's kind of FAMU adjacent. But Larry Harrington in at quarterback for Team Robinson. He scrambles on third down. Another incompletion, consecutive incompletions. Just a drive that went nowhere for Team Robinson as we're rotating players through now. This is their opportunity to gain a little traction.
You know that young man, don't you?
I do. Larry Harrington, the third. Trip Harrington, as he's known. Played with his dad, Larry Harrington Jr. at Millbrook High School in Raleigh. His dad was an outstanding high hurdler. 110, 300 hurdles in high school. Went on to do that and had a bid in the Olympic trials. And so he comes from great stock. He should have an opportunity to certainly advance his career beyond.
All right, as Team Gaither punt, they're going to the sideline. Alfonso Graham looked like he was going to go return it, thought about it again, and now gets away from it as Team Robinson downs it at
Don't
the 38.
grab it there, and he knows it too. Absolutely.
All right, everybody's having fun. We're all smiles here at the HBCU Legacy Bowl.
To a TurboTax. 100% expert guaranteed.
What's up, Einstein?
My network has gone kaput.
You tried to save a buck on it.
I got what I paid for. Not so smart.
Nah, you're still a genius, but there is a smarter way to save.
Oh.
Switch to Verizon. For a limited time, get Welcome Unlimited for just $25 a line.
$25?
And it's guaranteed for 3 years.
Brilliant!
Well, you would know.
I'm switching.
I think the bike's probably faster.
Now is the best time to switch to Verizon for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network you want. Verizon.
Hey, you know how Caesar invented the Caesars Sportsbook app, Caesars Rewards, and of course the salad? Well, he's back with something called Quick Picks. It's the quick and easy way to turn today's biggest headlines, storylines, and games into bets. Look, it's right there on the homepage. A same-game parlay pre-built with the moments that make marquee matchups marquee. What will Caesar think of next? Who knows? Bet the NFL playoffs like a Caesar with Quick Picks. Only on the Caesars Sportsbook app.
We all have something we love. A passion. Could be our job. Travel. Sports. It could be anything. But here's the thing. If you follow it, wherever it takes you, you'll always find what you're looking for.
You drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
Welcome back to the HBCU Legacy Bowl. 3-3, Team Gaither and Team Robinson here in New Orleans. And guys, these guys had a busy week, and they wanted to show off their athleticism. Brandon Gaddy, you're looking at right here, 295, Buck.
I missed this memo. When did all these kids learn how to tumble and flip and back handspring? I missed that. I didn't get that.
Last time I saw this, Senior Bowl a few years ago, Colin Saunders just won a Super Bowl ring with Kansas City. His wife had just given birth to their first child. They had an agreement that he would go to the Senior Bowl and work out while she was back home because their future was at stake. He found out she had given birth to their baby, and he did something very similar at that, also at 300-plus pounds.
Got the Christian Wilkins split and everything. As Team Gaither tries to get it going, a handoff to Alfonso Graham for a 2-yard loss. Jakari Grant back in at quarterback, his second series. Ronnie Thomas, number 50 from Mississippi Valley State, another player who's shown up a lot in today's game.
Well, he played with effort all week, Steve. Every time, every drill you saw, Ronnie Thomas was a factor.
Yeah, Team Robinson's defensive front is really dominating this game. Grant takes a low snap. On course, the ball across the middle, tipped at the last minute by number 26, Devin DeRusso. Nice play, because that ball looked like it was getting there. And
a really nice job at the end of it. We don't talk about it much, but Bucky mentioned it earlier. Understanding the game, understanding when to do things or not do things. And Elijah Juan Smith, number 20, at the end of that play, Bucky, what did he do well?
He pulled off.
He did not take the big hit when the ball was gone because it would have been a penalty.
No, he didn't take the big knockout shot. That's one of the things that he is certainly going to have to learn at the National Football League level. Already has a great understanding of it.
All right, 3rd and 12. Jakari Grant from Virginia Union, and a quarterback takes the snap, gets it off quick. Receiver's not ready. Oh, near pick by James Hawkins from Albany State.
Guys, let me jump in real quick. Do you know where James Hawkins came from on that play? He was late on the field coming off the bench, ran all the way across the field, and almost ran into this interception. He was nowhere close to being set, but he just kept running, and all of a sudden the ball was in his chest.
Ball was in his chest. He had a chance to be a hero.
He had a chance to go ahead and keep running in the other direction.
Nothing but green grass ahead of him.
Was that the dig route coverage?
Oh, man.
That was, oh, I'm supposed to be in the game coverage.
All right, Jacob Young from Fayetteville State. Back to punt again as it is 4th and 12 from the 38-yard line.
Don't fair catch it to get open grass.
Is that Nugget Warren? Nugget Warren back on the return. One of the standouts all week, the cornerback from Jackson State. This could be good.
That's a great play.
Goodness.
That's Jay Liddell from Kentucky State with tremendous coverage on special teams. Jai, because I asked him, Jai Nunn Liddell.
Okay, so we had talked about him earlier. He was playing corner. You alluded to
him
being one of those Seattle types of corners being played. But this might be where his future lies.
Right.
Special teams, covering down, big hits like that. Man, when you're 6'3", 200 pounds, and you run like he runs, man, you got a chance to be a guy that can be a difference maker as a core special team.
Man,
not bad. Played at Kentucky State. Their nickname, the Thoroughbreds.
Oh.
Personal foul. Blindside block. Return team. Number 51. 15-yard penalty. Half the distance penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Oh, he must have blindsided the wrong guy because his return man still got hit. Let's watch this play. Oh, no, let's watch this play again.
Okay, right there.
This is the play you're talking about, Charles, when he comes all the way across the field.
Remember, he came from the bench and got himself surprised that the ball showed up.
All right, now Team Robinson has possession on its own 14-yard line. Taking a big shot, Xavier Smith still pulls it down under tight coverage. Big-time catch by Xavier Smith, one of the stars, the wide receiver, the All-American out of Florida A&M.
And he was interfered with on the play, guys.
By Jai Nunn Liddell, who just had the Cam Chancellor type hit on that punt return. Fella, Xavier Smith.
Look, got a call in the middle of the year from Willie Simmons, the head coach of Florida A&M. He said, I feel like my guys not getting enough notoriety.
Send Xavier Smith to the league.
Really outlined all of the good things
bound
that
at
Xavier
this
Smith
point.
did. Talk about his productivity, his route running ability. He has been like this all week. He was unguardable in practice.
At this point, he's league bound.
Stop today. This is a guy, we talk about drafted prospects. He has a chance.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both against the defense. Pass interference, defense, number 27. That penalty's declined. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 27. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run, first down.
Guys, real quick, Xavier Smith, 5'10", goes up and gets it over a 6'3" corner.
Bottom of the screen, and there it is. Now, Liddell is about 6'3". So there's the interference, and then the way he swung him and slammed him on the ground, I believe that's the extra penalty. Don't you think, Bucky?
A little bit. I
think that's what it is. I thought that was ticky-tack, but yes, that's what I think they called him for.
And Larry Harrington on the rollout now gets the ball to C.J. Bolar out of Alcorn State.
Good job by Bolar coming back for the football, Bucky.
Yeah, really good job by Bolar coming back. And how about Larry Harrington Jr. Larry Harrington III stepping in and kind of igniting this offense a little bit. Had the big pass to Xavier Smith, buys a little time, has another second reaction play.
You remember earlier in this ball game, it was Glendon McDaniel that had a real connection with Xavier Smith. Ball after ball going in his direction. And why not? 5'10", going up over 6'3" to take the ball away. At the moment of truth, you're betting on Xavier Smith downfield.
Harrington takes a snap, low snap, under pressure. Oh, he escapes it, rolls right, got plenty of room to run. Really going to block those steps out of bounds after about a 7-yard gain.
Was that Pryor who had the opportunity and couldn't pull him down?
Couldn't tell if that was Pryor or if it was Jermaine McDaniel.
Might be McDaniel. We're trying to get the number. It might be 6 instead of 0.
Yeah, 6.
McDaniel. Good call there, Steve.
How about Harrington pulling out of the tackle, being able to escape picks up a few yards. Now you got a 3rd and short situation. Got a chance to continue to extend the drive.
Tripp's got a little strength to him. All right. So you knew Dad back in the day?
Yeah, Larry Lou certainly has some strength.
Did you get caught doing a little babysitting there? Did you have to watch young Tripp at any point?
I did not have to watch young Tripp at any point back then.
All right, 3rd and 4. We got the big back Emmanuel Wilson, and something tells me this is 2-down territory for Team Robinson. Fakes. Gets the ball to Bolar, who took his eye off it at the last second. He would have had a 1st down on that slant.
What was he thinking there, Buck, with Bolar, because that ball's on the back shoulder?
The ball is on the back shoulder. Sometimes, high-level quarterbacks, you're throwing away from the defender. So he put it on his back shoulder, telling the wide receiver, when you catch it, turn back around outside. Go into the direction where the ball takes you.
Okay, they ran the long snapper on the field, but like I said, 4th down here. It looks like it was 2-down territory. Team Robinson in it to win it right now. They know they got to get some points on the board because they've had some bounce on this drive.
Yeah, if I'm them, I'm repeating.
Well, that was an easy pass you dropped.
I'm trying to go back to the same play, maybe with a different player.
Did you see who they put in that position? That would be Xavier Smith. They ran the same route, but went to the other side of the field. Isaiah Cox out of Alabama A&M takes a nice pass from Harrington and the big hit.
Imagine who that hit was. Jai Nunn Liddell. One more big hit for him. So even with errors, still trying to make plays, but an excellent job by Cox holding on to that ball, completing a 1st down.
Yeah, very physical.
27 is out there hitting.
Good job holding on to it by Isaiah Cox.
Cox, a highly productive player at Alabama A&M, 87 career receptions. Done some really good things athletically this week. A nice-looking player, and he showed he could take the hit after making a nice catch here. But Bucky, Tripp Harrington, he's really got this offense flowing.
He does have it flowing. His athleticism, his passing ability certainly ignited this offense.
Harrington, takes a deep shot, wide open, Xavier Smith. He had a wide open field after putting Ja'Cory Rankin on skates. Oh, I can't wait to see this route again. A 22-yard touchdown. 1st TD of the game, guys.
Yeah, 1st TD of the game. Tripp Harrington delivers it in the front corner.
Send Xavier Smith to the league.
He's able to pump it.
Send this boy to the league.
And that's Corione Harris, who is on
boy,
the
you see that route?
X-Men wide open in the corner.
Send that boy to the league, man. My goodness.
Looking at the wrong card here. Malik Johnson out of Central State.
Yeah, I think he was probably supposed to have a little bit of help from the corner on that one. He ended up being the guy running into the frame. And guess what? It's on you now.
Oh, man. All right. We try to get the point after. Right here to give a 10-point lead. Jose Romo Martinez out of Florida A&M. And it's good. 10-3. Team Robinson. Xavier Smith showed out on that drive and got the TD for all the hard work. Smith, thank you. 10-17 Robinsons. We got our first touchdown here. 2nd annual HBCU Legacy Bowl. 10-3 Team Robinson.
Hey, you know how Caesar invented the Caesars Sportsbook app, Caesars Rewards, and of course the salad? Well, he's back with something called Quick Picks. It's the quick and easy way to turn today's biggest headlines, storylines, and games into bets. Look, it's right there on the homepage. A same-game parlay pre-built with the moments that make marquee matchups marquee. What will Caesar think of next? Who knows? Bet the NFL playoffs like a Caesar with Quick Picks. Only on the Caesars Sportsbook app.
Next on Behind the Series.
Let me tell you about the greatest roster ever assembled.
The monster, the outlaw, and you can't forget about the boss.
Sometimes you just want to eat your heroes.
The Subway Series, the greatest menu of all time.
We be the ones. The wide-eyed dreamers, playmakers, and leaders, transforming the world to our canvas. We be the ones pushing humanity. We be the ones defying gravity, leaping and jumping into our greatest dreams. We bring the hope and the healing, that celebratory curtain call feeling of jaw-dropping, show-stopping, unbelievable play after play. We're creatively made to move the game forward.
What if you could own a moment? A moment when everything is on the line. I know the moment I'd want. Sunday, January 16th, the playoffs. We couldn't miss. That's a moment I'd like to own forever. Now you can too. Own the moments that matter. NFL all day.
Team Robinson up 10-3 after a touchdown reception by that man right there, Xavier Smith out of Florida A&M. Let's bring in our Sherry Burris, who's got more on Smith.
Well, Steve, Smith catching the eyes of everybody. I just spoke with Washington Commanders GM Martin Mayhew. He said they had about 6 or 7 guys with draftable grades in this game. 19 was not one of them, but you better believe he is now. He said he stands out based off of his juice, his speed, and even mentioned that at his size, what Mayhew wanted to see was how he dealt with physicality. And as we saw in that last TD, they are liking what they're seeing from Smith.
Thanks a lot, Sherry. Okay, who's believing Martin Mayhew when he says 19 wasn't one of them?
I am. And the only reason I say that is sometimes you miss, you know, in the first go-round. Everybody doesn't get caught in the first wave, and sometimes you just miss, so you don't have that grade. That's why the grades are fluid, right, Buck? Is we take the entire process. What you see in the first one isn't always what you see in the last one.
Yeah, it's not what you see in the last one. And it's also another reason why the HBCU Combine, the HBCU Legacy Bowl was important. Another opportunity for these guys to get seen. Some scout, they look at number 19 and say, you know what? I might go back and rewrite that report, see if he has a little draft.
Listen, Joe Burrow, his junior year, had a third-day grade on it. Yep. So it takes some time sometimes before you figure it out.
Oh, we saw Team Gaither's Dion Galad get a snap. He wasn't ready for it, picked it up and threw it. The players reacted as if they thought the play was going to be blown dead, but it ends up being an incomplete pass. All right, let's take a look. As you're looking at Dion Galad right there, the quarterback out of Bowie State, getting another run.
Remember, he's an Oregon State transfer.
How about that?
We have guys who go from one place, find their spot, and Dion Galad certainly found his spot at Bowie State.
First team all CIAA. As this offense tries to get going against the Team Robinson defensive front that has really, really made life miserable for Team Gaither today. Galad looks like he is flanked.
Watch out for number 1.
Alfonso Graham.
Jason Dumas had a big game so far inside.
Yeah, Jason Dumas, Cam Peterson, both guys inside have been working out.
Oh, wow, there's big pressure there by number 9, Nelson Jordan. Guys, we saw in the last drive, he came from the other side and almost got a sack. Flips to the left side and makes a play.
Another pass rusher having a big day from Alabama State. I think the music, the mighty Hornets got him at the half.
Yeah, the Hornets got him going.
Feeling the school pride, continuing to get after it.
And what did their coach say? What are they? Alabama State? What did Eddie Robinson Jr. say?
What did he say?
They're swag.
Oh, they are swag for sure.
All right. As
Eddie Rob Jr. did say that. He's swag.
He is swag. As Jacob Young from Fayetteville State lines up to punt again, this time deep in his own territory, should give Team Robinson a great opportunity to get some ideal field position. Big kick by Young.
Best punt of the day.
Huge punt.
Really
number 3, Corey Rankin was looking for space, couldn't find it.
See, DeMonte
like you said, some really good coverage 16. There.
Really good coverage there by Graham.
All right, you guys were just talking about the HBCU Legacy Bowl. Look at the 4 players from HBCUs who are drafted. Joshua Williams out of Fayetteville State Division II school, plays in the Super Bowl. Jacoby Durant showed up big time for the Rams this year. James Houston led the Lions in tackle, more than their first-round pick Aiden Hutchinson. Ja'Tyre Carter, someone who's going to show up on the Bears offensive line. Not to mention, Bucky, Deshaun Dixon, an edge player we saw playing this game last year, went undrafted, caught on with the Jaguars.
Yeah, Deshaun Dixon did have an impressive rookie season in terms of making a squad, being able to be active a handful of games. He has a chance to play, but he was found here at HBCU Legacy Bowl.
And that's this big-time pressure. And there's that guy again. I mean, Pryor, guys all over quarterback. Pressure from the right side, got held.
Really good hands. I mean, that was McDaniel 6 who got there first, coming from you're right as you were watching the play unfold. Excellent hands at the top of the pass rush, able to get there and get the quarterback to the ground.
Loss of 7. Harrington tries to get his offense back going. They were good last. Oh, big time pressure up the middle. Ball tipped. Incomplete pass, but it looked like Woody Apollon had a shot to pick that off.
Yeah, great pressure up front. Brandon Gaddy, you remember the flips?
Oh,
and the cartwheel and the round off? Look at the pressure there. And he does a good job getting off of Harrington, the quarterback. Didn't do the extra move, Bucky, to put him on the ground. It would have drawn a flag. And then Woodley Apollon from Tuskegee redirecting, trying to pick off the pass.
No, I mean, you talk about Gaddy, his get off. Snap count anticipation, first step quickness. He displayed all those things. Immediate penetration right at the gun. Very difficult for the quarterback.
If you've got a screen pass in your playbook right now, wouldn't you dust it off?
I mean, screen pass, run play, just got to slow these down.
I mean, these guys are just sprinting off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 3rd and 18 for Harrington. Gets rid of it quickly. Oh, gets the ball out to Rankin. Oh, my, there's that man again. Jai Nunn Lindell. Incomplete pass, but man. Team Gaither said they do not want to be scored again, and they came out with serious.
Hey, at this point, dog, he might need to play safety.
That's a great job.
I don't think corner is his position.
Running all the way through the contact.
Good Lord. This dude is out here hitting.
That was an incomplete pass.
Very much so.
Because that could have been a scoop.
This dude right here is smacking.
Ball's out. They have clear possession.
He done hit 3 different dudes. Sheesh. Put him at safety.
Really made some big hits in this half.
I think we're short again.
Big time punt. Punter's getting in this by Chris Fadul. Florida A&M. E.J. Hicks on the return, but nowhere to go. He's brought down quickly by Stephen Pierre. Okay, guys, let's look at players from HBCUs who played in this year's Super Bowl. We already mentioned Joshua Williams. Brian Cook started at Howard University, transferred to Cincinnati. Javon Hargrave, one of the best players in the NFL, South Carolina State.
Yeah, Mac McCain from North Carolina A&T. He wasn't on the active roster for the Super Bowl, but on the Eagles roster throughout the year. The key to Kansas City was drafting those young defensive backs, Buck, and then saying, okay, we're going to live with them from day one. Okay, because it was Joshua Williams, it was Brian Cook, and it was the young man out of Washington, the corner.
Trey McDuffie.
Right. And they lived with them, and Jalen Watson out of Washington State. All of them played right out of the gate. They lived with errors early, and they just kept getting better and helped them win a championship.
Absolutely. Absolutely great job there. Their secondary coach, David Merritt, another high school teammate of mine. Early in the week when he had a chance, he looked at the combine and said, hey, I like some of those HBCU players out there showing up. He had success with 2 last year. Maybe the Kansas City Chiefs can go to the well again, find another big-time playmaker.
Well, you mentioned earlier Triple B. Brian Barnes, was it Brian Brown Barnes?
Brendan Brown, yes.
Also from Fayetteville State, 13 interceptions in his college career.
Played opposite Joshua Williams, 4th-round pick in Kansas City.
Offense, number 70, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
We've got a few of them here. What's the young man? Isaac? Keenan Isaac?
Yep. Yes, Keenan Isaac showed up really early. There's some talented players, particularly in the secondary, guys that can come in that can play. You can see the movement skills, the awareness, and those things. In a game like this, you're able to assess all those things because you only can play man-to-man.
Yep.
Play a little simple, cover 3 zone. You can see all those things play out.
Glott dumps it off to Hagans. A few positive yardage gains Hagans has made there.
Oh.
Takes some big hits. Remember, guys, we have a running clock right now because we're under 2 minutes.
That big hit on the backside.
Oh, a late flag comes in.
I wonder if they're going to get the offensive lineman coming in late to try and clean things up.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
That's a bad play.
Because that was, what, number 75? Is that correct that I have there? I want to make sure I have the right guy when I'm calling the penalty here because you don't want to get that wrong. Hair is obscuring the number for me.
76.
Personal foul. Offense, number 76. Late hit.
Darian Bryant.
15-yard penalty from the end of the run. The down counts. It will be 4th down.
So, Bucky, as you teach your offensive linemen to get downfield, clean people, what we call clean defenders off of runners, you want to do it before the whistle, obviously. But the way things have gone for the offensive line today, little bit of frustration here as well.
Like, look at this. Now, look. I mean, we're sitting there.
Now watch here.
Come on now.
He's
way away.
They've had a tough time all day, haven't they? And I think there's a little bit of frustration here from Bryant because not blocking them on the initial and keeping them away from the quarterback, trying to get a shot in there.
Yeah, trying to get a shot in there. That's not a smart play.
Yep, 4 seconds left in the quarter from the 15-yard line. 3rd down. And it looks like 20.
Do we have a timeout on the field?
Yeah, there's some type of stoppage.
Oh, they've changed the clock too, Steve. They put 13 on the clock.
Okay, 13 on. And remember, regardless of what happens, when we go to the quarter, Team Robinson is going to get the ball to start the fourth quarter at the 25-yard line. So maybe we go to the hook and ladder play here. All right, this week on Total Access, catch the latest news from around the league and all the key insights and analysis heading into the NFL Scouting Combine. NFL Total Access, weeknights live on NFL Network. All right, Team Gaither, down 10-3.
Steve, did you call the play here? Did you say hook and lateral?
Well, if I would do it the way their offensive line is blocking too, this might be a big-time play.
Kansas City tried it in the playoffs, didn't they? They had that long one, didn't they? Yes. Travis Kelce had that long pitch across the field.
All right, Galat.
I think here you might have to look hook, lateral, and lateral.
Galat steps up, takes a shot. Receiver was not ready. He was trying to get the ball to Scroggins there from Bowie State. 9 seconds on the clock.
Punt it.
And they're going to punt it away. Jacob Young. Team Gaither, the offense really has not gotten it going the last few possessions, but Young's had it going, 52-yard punt.
But if your Team Robinson now on the return.
Once again, man, I want to thank y'all for stopping by here, man. Make sure you guys hitting the like button. Now, this was just like a test, you know,
end of the quarter
just to see how my streams would actually hold up in terms of.
All right, we come back. Team Robinson takes possession to start the fourth quarter. They're up 10-3. So everybody's smiling right now.
Might be a chance that I'll be, you know, streaming games or streaming more games or games that are not normally seen. So I don't know.
I partnered with Truist, and they helped me design a whole day of giving back to Atlanta community. Let's get this day started.
We really do survive on the people in our community buying into what we're doing, seeing the problem, understanding how they can help. And so to see somebody in our community partnering with us to do that, it's unbelievable.
Follow along with #BeyondTheField.
3 times stronger can make a big difference. Castrol Edge is 3 times stronger than the leading full synthetic. Castrol Edge, better oil for maximum performance.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon. End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium. The #1 longest lasting AA battery.
Are we here to win? Or are we here to enjoy some crisp barefoot Pinot Grigio? Sure, wine and football can be complicated, but enjoying them should be easy! Yeah! Well, let's enjoy ourselves, huh?
I'd love to have one of my own someday.
Thanks.
Oh, I was talking about your USAA bumper sticker.
My dad served. Passed membership down to me. I'll pass it to her.
That's a lucky kid.
USAA. It's for the military community.
We all have something we love. A passion. Could be our job. Travel. Sports. It could be anything. But here's the thing. If you follow it, wherever it takes you, you'll always find what you're looking for.
right, inside the streetcar there on St. Charles Street here in New Orleans as we're at the HBCU Legacy Bowl. Team Robinson up 10-3 to start the fourth quarter. Now we're going to send it down to our sideline reporter Sherry Burris, who's got Team Robinson jumping, and a special guest.
I do, Steve. Shanika Dabney Henderson here with us, HBCU Legacy Bowl advisor. This has been an incredible week for these young men. Even some students that came in, we'll get to that. There was an incredible career fair yesterday, over the last 2 days. Why was that so important to have that incorporated?
I mean, listen, the reality is the career fair is in a lot of ways more important than the game itself. Not all of these guys are going to make it into the league, right? So what is the next step for them? And the career fair, I think, opens up opportunities that maybe they didn't even know existed, right? We had 1,600 students register for the career fair from nearly 50 HBCUs from all over the country.
And talk about the game, though. It is incredible, this play that just happened, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely, Sherry. Raymond Boone with the pick. The ball just landed on him. Chip Harrington had two receivers open, and the ball guys kind of fell in between them right to Boone.
Unbelievable, great play. This is a great job tracking it. Ball is in there. You talk about tips and overthrows. This team needed a big play. Great play by Team Gaither.
Errant throw by Trip Harrington, throwing back inside, and ends up right into Boone. Boone appeared to be the receiver when it was all said and done, the way the ball came to him.
Yeah, did Team Gaither with a big opportunity, but let's get it back to Sherry and Shanika.
All right, thanks, Steve. So we were talking about the importance of the career fair here this week.
Yes, and they stole our thunder. But we had 1,600 students register from 48 HBCUs around the country, and then the Legacy Bowl bussed in students from 16 schools in the region. So when you think about the level of commitment to make sure we had people here getting access to that opportunity, and we only want to grow it in years to come, I was so proud to see we had 12 NFL teams. The NFL was there. Of course, Saints and Pelicans, my team was there. And we met students who we want to hire. Like, these students are getting jobs walking away from this opportunity. Some of them were interviewed on site. We had 8 students from Louisiana HBCUs who served as interns, and 2 students won a scholarship, the Tristan Edgerson Memorial Scholarship, $2,500 to support them in their HBCU education. So this is, yes, about football, but it's about so much more.
These guys getting to play obviously showcase their skills, but they got to do so much more this week also. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so we wanted them to get their tentacles in New Orleans. This was Mardi Gras week, so you got to kind of balance that. We don't want you to be too in New Orleans, but we made sure on Wednesday they had an opportunity to go to Studio B, which is where a local artist has set up, B-Mike, has set up this huge studio of art installations. And they also had some food from Weedat's, a local food truck. We had them go to Dookie Chase, which you can't come to New Orleans without going to Dookie Chase, the most renowned Black-owned restaurant in the country. And then last night we did a reception at the president of Tulane's house where they got to mix and mingle and just meet some of the people who have really invested a lot of time and energy into making this possible. And I'm in front of the camera, but there's a whole committee of people who you haven't seen, who invested their time, judges and people who work at banks, presidents, vice, all these people took time out of their schedule because we care about these kids and we know how important this event is to them.
We certainly appreciate the effort, and it's a great week overall. So we appreciate the time, Shanika. Thank you. Steve?
Well, thanks a lot, Sherry. Shanika, an absolutely wonderful person, one of our former colleagues at the NFL Network. And during that interview, after the big interception by Team Gaither, guys, they simply could not capitalize because that man, number 1, Jason Dumas, out of Southern University, got his 3rd sack of the game.
And I think the coverage had to be pretty decent downfield, Bucky, because there was time to throw the football.
Yeah, there was enough time to throw the football, but that time the coverage certainly led to the sack. But Dumas has been phenomenal.
He's been a terror.
He's been a terror in practice. He's been a terror throughout this game. It's going to be interesting when we get to the MVP voting.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's a lot of names that are in the hopper for it right now, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we have
Play of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Ooh, that's a big penalty right there because that really, really pushes the field goal attempt back now to where are we sitting here at about 52 yards.
Remember, he was about 20 yards short on the 50-yarder earlier. So hopefully he'll get a better pass at the football and hit it. Because right now, if I'm their team, if I'm them, I bring my offense.
Yeah, they're going for it. They're going for it. They're trusting their defense, guys.
Yeah, he's about to drive that thing like I do off the tee box with my irons.
So I guess they're going to punt it now.
Short.
They're going to punt it. They're going to punt it and try and play a little field position here. because he really had no shot of making that. His career long was 45.
Yeah,
I mean, don't put him in a spot like that.
Yeah, this would have pushed him probably about 52, 53 yards.
Not shot. But here's the guy. If you're covering, Liddell, 27 in white. You remember last time, it's a big hit. Let's see if he can get downfield and down one and see what they do with the gunners on the outside here. Can they get downfield and down it inside the 10?
It's a great opportunity in a little punt safe defense right now.
We saw Jacob Young kick it down here toward, can't get it, rolls into the goal line. All right, Team Gaither cannot get it going. Team Robinson with another shot to build on its lead. We come back to the HBCU Legacy Bowl.
What if you could own a moment? I know the moment I'd want. Own the moments that matter. NFL all day.
Dude. Fire. Grill master, huh?
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and steaks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
We all have something we love. A passion. Could be our job. Travel. Sports. It could be anything. But here's the thing. If you follow it, wherever it takes you, you'll always find what you're looking for.
Hey, you know how Caesar invented the Caesars Sportsbook app, Caesars Rewards, and of course the salad? Well, he's back with something called Quick Picks. It's the quick and easy way to turn today's biggest headlines, storylines, and games into bets. Look, it's right there on the homepage. A same-game parlay pre-built with the moments that make marquee matchups marquee. What will Caesar think of next? Who knows? Bet the NFL playoffs like a Caesar with Quick Picks. Only on the Caesars Sportsbook app.
Are we here to win? Or are we here to enjoy some crisp barefoot Pinot Grigio? Sure, wine and football can be complicated, but enjoying them should be easy! Yeah! Well, let's enjoy ourselves, huh?
All right, so looking at Team Robinson quarterback Skylar Perry right there, number 11, a local New Orleanian. And Skylar, you know, we wanted to ask him, when did his NFL dream start?
In the 9th grade, actually. That's when I found out that I could actually play contact football. You know what I'm saying? My unstable living conditions with hurricane moving back. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't fortunate enough to be playing in the park and things like that. So when I found I had the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to go to college, do better for my family, get a degree, and motivate the youth, man, I took advantage of it, and that's what blessed me to be here. That's why I'm blessed to be back in my town, represent my city, my high school, my university, and things like that.
All right, for more on Perry, the quarterback at Arkansas Pine Bluff, let's send it down to Sherry Burris.
Well, Steve, we've seen him play impressive football out here, and Perry is from New Orleans. When he was 5 years old, his family lost everything in Hurricane Katrina. They relocated to St. Louis, but they did move back to the Crescent City and hit again by Hurricane Ida in 2021. And I talked to Perry about the pride of being from New Orleans, and he told me what he has gone through dealing with the hurricanes. Well, he can relate that to the game of football. The needingness to be ready at all times, whether it comes to weather here in New Orleans or getting used to a playbook.
Really good stuff, Sherry. We know a lot of stories about people who had to go through this in all walks of life. And for Perry to bounce back like he did, really good stuff. Currently on the sideline is Larry Harrington, continues to play quarterback for Team Robinson. Just made a nice throw to Isaiah Cox to get Team Robinson a first down on their own 33-yard line. All right, Harrington playing out of the shotgun. Team Gaither tries to get another stop. Play action pass. Gets the ball number 13, C.J. Bolar. Those guys have had a connection. Bolar out of Alcorn.
Is that second read, Bucky?
Yeah, they've run this RPO a few different times. They have a slot formation. Slot receiver runs a little slant. If Harrington doesn't like the slot on the slant, he then comes back and hits the outside guy on a 5-yard hit.
Bucky, we're seeing the read right there, and we're seeing more of this in NFL football, too. What about some of the training these guys are getting at this level that prepares them for the next level?
Well, you know, the thing is flipped. Before, it was about the lower levels taken from the NFL. Now you're seeing the NFL steal concepts from the lower levels. There's a lot of innovation.
Oh, Harrington on the scramble takes a devastating hit from Joshua Pryor. Takes off his helmet, but man, that was a massive hit.
Yeah, that was a big-time hit. Couldn't finish the point. But yeah, you see the innovation trickle up in terms of how people are using RPOs and those things. Here we see Harrington escape the pocket. He will learn soon enough. When you get to the upper levels, you got to get down.
Get down. Yourself. Bucky, is it get down or get to the edges? Get to the perimeter, right? Get away from the briar patch.
Yeah.
Well, briar patch has a lot of thorns in it.
Boy, Pryor has been absolutely sensational. Glendon McDaniel now coming in for Harrington.
He's been an interesting one for me, Bucky, because I checked out the record. We'll talk about more after this play.
Keeps it. There's Pryor again. I mean,
you go back, Steve, Bucky, Glendon McDaniel, okay? His junior year, he threw for over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 62%, 3 rush touchdowns, 8 starts. Last year, he had 0 starts in 6 games, and he's here at Southern. Very interesting deal, because we watch him throw the ball pretty well in the first half of this game.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It happens like that sometimes at the collegiate level. Maybe you don't get the opportunities to put it on display, but sometimes a scout will see something, maybe in practice when they walk out, that will lead to a recommendation when you have opportunities to get invites to these games.
The kid we've seen out here today with the big hits, Liddell.
Yes.
2 starts this year at Kentucky State. Kind of a surprise when you see that talent on the field.
Wow, Chip Harrington back in quarterback on the scramble. Will he get down if he gets in conflict? He got out of bounds, guys, and he picks up a nice gain to get Team Robinson close to the sticks.
But Bucky, was that I'm not cutting it inside, getting hit in the backside again.
I would say, if I had my little scouting notebook,
yes,
I would say, hey, he's a quick learner. He took a big hit, and then the next time he found a way to make himself get out of bounds.
Got a flag down on the play, though. This is coming back. As you see him scramble, penalty is on Team Robinson. It's like we have an illegal block as it now pushes them to 2nd down and about 22 from the 33-yard line.
Sideline can be your friend.
Absolutely can be your friend. And you need to make sure that you're aware of it when you're a quarterback.
All right, Markel Scott coming in at running back out of Langston. Larry Harrington continues to get his shot after taking the big hit, sitting out of play.
Play clock's down to 3.
Yeah, they're going to have to call a timeout here, or it's going to be another flag.
No one's noticed.
There we go.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That's probably 2 seconds at least past the play clock running out.
Harrington kid,
that one off.
Sure did. So, guys, again, in all the coverage of All-Star games you did, do you notice as games wane?
I never heard this dude
that
before.
maybe you see some of these mistakes when you think
you check them out.
Up?
Yeah, you think it, but you know, sometimes the mistakes are due to a lack of conditioning,
fatigue.
Tired.
A lot of these guys haven't played since November, if you think about it.
Harrington drops back, throws it to his tight end. Devin McCoy gets hit quickly by number 5, it looks like Kai Gray, out of Lincoln.
Look like DeMonte Rem, number 16, also involved.
Yeah, Rem also was there. The linebacker out of Virginia Union, guys, let me tell you about Rem. They said he's been so impressive, right, that a couple of coaches here said they're going to offer him a GA job if he doesn't make it to the next level because he's been such a leader here.
He was a walk-on running back at NC State before he ended up moving on to UNC Pembroke, and he became a second-team All-CIAA performer last year with 75 tackles.
All right, handoff to Quayshawn Bird out of Bethune-Cookman. Explosiveness on that play, but we know Team Gaither was also sitting back knowing the down and distance right there. So on about 4th and 18, Team Robinson coming back out to punt. Chris Fadul out of Florida A&M. We got...
It's like Edward Hicks back deep for Team Gaither. These punters will ice their legs down tonight, won't they?
Yeah, they will. They've had a lot of work. At some point, man, if your team Gaither, you got to figure out a way to get a big return. And so maybe you go all out. You should be able to double team the gunners out here. Maybe your guy can squirt one.
And they got single coverage on both gunner. Well, one gunner. The second guy dropped back into the double team.
Hicks catches it on about the 13. He's got room. He runs up the right sideline. He's got a block, steps out. Nice return. Gets out about the 33-yard line. All right, let's see if Team Gaither can level things up. We're back here as they trail 10-3, the HBCU Legacy Bowl.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you, saving you hundreds, even thousands with Inflation Buster. That's more road trips, more spa days, more of what you love. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. That's more cash in your pocket. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Don't miss these big savings. Visit inflationbuster.com.
The school play was really coming together until disaster struck. Luckily, replacement costumes were shipped with FedEx, which means Mr. Harvey could picture the perfect night. FedEx can help you be ready for what's next.
What's up, Einstein?
My network has gone kaput.
You tried to save a buck on it.
I got what I paid for. Not so smart.
Nah, you're still a genius, but there is a smarter way to save.
Oh.
Switch to Verizon. For a limited time, get Welcome Unlimited for just $25 a line.
$25?
And it's guaranteed for 3 years.
Brilliant!
Well, you would know.
I'm switching.
I think the bike's probably faster.
Now is the best time to switch to Verizon for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network you want. Verizon.
Network. 6 minutes, 43 seconds left in the second annual HBCU Legacy Bowl with Team Robinson up 10-3. And here's today's way to play moment of the game, highlighting a play which shows the proper way to play football.
And look how many people get involved because it starts with the blocking, okay? Watch right there, stop. Seal right there, seal right there. Now we're gonna get the quarterback out to the perimeter. All right, freeze it right there. Another great block there. And what you're also getting is the quarterback getting into the alley. Now, just for fun, let's finish this bad boy off. What is that? One more block right there, and now you turn it upfield. That's the way to play. Vince Lombardi would have said, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run the play in the alley.
Gotta like that.
Gotta love it.
Jakari Grant was quarterbacking for Team Gaither right now, which is yet to get into the end zone now. Jalen Fowler out of NCAA playing quarterback completes the ball to number 13, J.J. Holloman, a former Georgia player who ended up at Tennessee State. And a tackle by Cameron Peterson. We've seen pursuit from this big man. We've seen pressure from this big man.
Just also bounce up from that big man, too. He was down for just a second, bounced right up, headed to the sidelines, catch his breath. Yeah, I mean, he's expended a lot of energy today making plays in the run and the pass game, Bucky.
He has. Those two guys on the inside, number one, Dumas, and then Peterson, those two guys have really dominated the game at the point of attack.
And I think we overuse the term game wrecker, but today we've seen some game wreckers.
They absolutely, they wrecked the game plan from inside out.
Yeah, Jalen Fowler. Oh, big connection to his tight end. 81, Tyler Barnes breaks a tackle, picks up a big gain. That's a nice catch by Barnes, but what a beautiful ball from Fowler out of North Carolina A&T, connecting with a tight end from North Carolina Central.
How about that? You know, if you know anything about that, North Carolina Central, North Carolina A&T, Eagles, Aggies, that rivalry has always been intense, but then they're playing on the same side.
Yeah, and the Aggies had it going for a while there, Sam Washington and crew. But yes, this year, Black College Football National Champions, the Eagles of North Carolina Central.
A 24-yard gain. But guess who Central tied with for the championship of the MEAC, guys?
Oh, that'd be North Carolina A&T.
No. They tied with Howard.
Oh man.
That's because A&T left the MEAC.
But you know I wasn't going to just give it to you, right?
All right, Fowler under heavy pressure, scrambles, gets the ball knocked out. Looked like number 99, Kevin Victorian, knocked it out. A flag down on the play, or it might have been Jordan as well, who's also had a big game. Nelson Jordan out of Alabama State.
You mentioned Howard, Steve, getting a nice little renaissance for your school in terms of football, aren't you?
Yeah.
Had some hard times, and to come back and be co-champions in the league, that's a big year.
Personal foul, face mask, offense, number 76. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, first down.
Well, that's a big penalty on Darian Bryant as his offense was actually rolling. Now they're on the negative side of the 50 as they are back on the team. Gaither, 45.
Well, that the big man who got the penalty right there.
Yep, there it is.
He's had a tough day. He's had a couple penalties.
He had the penalty cleaning up on the downfield with the big block late. Yeah. But they get off of these defenders. They're off on the snap, and they're making it really difficult on the offensive linemen getting out their stances.
All right, Fowler in shotgun. Oh, my goodness. Under pressure, screen. Oh, nothing doing right there. Big time hit on that play.
That was Kinsler, I believe, who was there first, number 5.
Number 5, then Nelson Jordan also got out there.
I mean, you should just look at the way these guys are in their tracks. This is a great job coming in.
Kinsler,
boom. Kinsler's doing a really good job tackling on
Jordan.
That's a great job. Running to the football.
But the read from every level, because Kinsler in the secondary, 3rd level. Then you had Pierre, the linebacker.
That is a fact, though.
Level. Jordan from the 1st
I have not seen none of the quarterbacks target Nuggets damn near all game.
Well, you have a timeout on the field, but you talked about that.
I have not seen nobody throw his way
Gaither
off at
struggling
all.
to get some traction. See if they can rally and get back here for the HBCU Legacy Bowl.
But I've seen that he definitely had a good week.
Air Force, huh? Your parents could be eligible for USAA. Car, home, life insurance, and a bank. So they could buy you all the treats you would like.
Once again,
USAA, it's for the military community and their families.
I definitely appreciate y'all, man.
Are we here to win?
Definitely appreciate y'all for
be immortalized by our victory. Or are we here to enjoy some crisp barefoot Pinot Grigio? We're here to do both. I might not know which wine to pair with what, but you better believe I know how many bottles to bring, Ryan. And sure, wine and football can be complicated, but enjoying them should be easy. Well, let's enjoy ourselves.
Barefoot, the official wine sponsor of the NFL.
Nice. My favorite show's coming back tonight. Time to cart some snacks through Instacart. I'll get some treats. Ooh, and some drinks. Wait, did they release the whole season? Yeah, it's gonna be a late night. Better cart some ice cream for the 2-part finale. When your day should be ending, but a new season is starting, the world is your cart. Visit instacart.com or download the app and get free delivery.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. High blood pressure silently affects millions of Americans. Staying on top of your blood pressure is as simple as these 4 easy steps. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org to learn more.
Join us at feedingamerica.org.
The sun is setting over Yeoman Stadium here on Tulane's campus for the 2nd annual HBCU Legacy Bowl. They could be sitting on Team Gaither unless they can get their offense going, yet to get a touchdown as they trail Team Robinson 10-3. Hey guys, I got something for you here. Little quiz. Charles, I think you're going to get it.
Oh no.
Which historically black college and university has the most players drafted into the NFL historically?
Historically? I would start with Grambling.
Yes, right.
But my next thought is Tennessee State. Big John Merritt.
Yeah, you're right there. There we go. Tennessee State with 106.
Wow. Just ahead of Grambling.
Just ahead of Grambling, and then Jackson State. Oh, under pressure again, but gets the ball off to Antoine Murray.
Is there a chance to see that graphic again? Is that okay, everyone? Because these schools, all right, so we're talking about when we talk about blue blood schools in terms of the traditionals, right? Tennessee State would qualify. Grambling qualifies. Jackson State, Southern qualified. How about South Carolina State now? What Buddy Pugh is doing right now.
Guys like Shaq Leonard.
Texas Southern with Michael Strahan and crew. FAMU, a blue blood with Kate Gaither. Morgan State, back in the day with Big Earl Banks, Willie Lanier and crew. How about North Carolina Central with the Eagles? Trey Oliver's dad played at Central. He's a legacy
player.
Yes, and a terrific player. One of the coaches here in the game. You go back and look at the records of the coaches we had playing in the game. Their playing careers were pretty darn good too now. Richard Hayes was the starting corner for North Carolina A&T. Trey Oliver was an all-conference corner and punter at North Carolina Central. Shennis Berry was an honorable mention All-American offensive lineman when he played in college. And Eric Dooley, he's been a Southern since 2022, won the Bayou Classic this year. They don't care about his playing career if he wins the Bayou Classic.
That's all that matters. Fowler on 4th and 5. Breaks out, he gets sacked. This is the story of the day. Nelson Jordan brings him down, but the pressure came from everywhere. Team Robinson's defensive front has just been smothering. Ronnie Thomas forced the pressure.
Kevin Victorian, number 99, been involved as well. There's Jordan right there, swinging him down.
So here's a little side note that no one will acknowledge, but you can see it play out. The coaches haven't said anything all week, but you see the excitement, the jubilation on that sideline, on Team Robinson sideline. Hey, man, the one thing that you know when you talk about HBCU games, there's a lot of smack talk. There's a lot of back and forth. Tonight at the dinner, there's going to be a little conversation between these two coaching staffs. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that one.
Are you saying that the winning team, that ends the game with dozens?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Right? That's it? That's the capper, right? That's the capper?
Is Larry Harrington back out on the field? Team Robinson's still throwing. Forget getting conservative. They don't think this game is wrapped up, even though there's just under 3 minutes left as he completes the ball to Ja'Cory Rankin.
I think, as you would tell me, that's kind of what you're doing this way. We just keep playing. It ain't my job.
It's not my job to stop me. It's your job to stop me.
Come on, Mr. HU, you know how this goes.
Hey, wait a second. Who won the last 2 Celebration Bowls? We're going to go there? But we just can't talk about SWAC and MEAC because Larry Harrington played at Langston, which I believe is the Sooner Conference.
Sooner Athletic Conference.
That's right. So we have players from the Ohio Valley, from the Big South, from the Colonial Athletic Conferences, and a lot of conferences are represented by these historically black colleges and universities. Harrington drops back, lets it go again to Isaiah Cox. Comes across for a little short, late flag.
We got a penalty.
Yeah, that was a late hit coming in. Looked like he was
that's deep. That's deep from the back judge, all the way in the middle.
That is it. That might. That'd be a big first down.
Looks like it might have been a face mask initially, too.
A lot of extra popping going on, too.
Personal foul, face mask.
There it
defense.
is. You nailed it, Steve.
10. The 15-yard penalty is added to the end of the run and an automatic first down.
Brandon Barnes-Brown, who's had a very strong week.
That's the 2-minute warning.
Talked about him earlier. 2-minute warnings, you guys. Hurry up offenses the rest of the way. All right, Team Robinson can close it out, leading 10-3 with 2 minutes left here at the HBCU Legacy Bowl.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
We be the ones. The wide-eyed dreamers, playmakers, and leaders, transforming the world to our canvas. We be the ones pushing humanity. We be the ones defying gravity, leaping and jumping into our greatest dreams. We bring the hope and the healing, that celebratory curtain call feeling of jaw-dropping, show-stopping, unbelievable play after play. We're creatively made to move the game forward.
What if you could own a moment? A moment when everything is on the line.
Rise up!
I know the moment I'd want. Sunday, January 16th, the playoffs. We couldn't miss. That's a moment I'd like to own forever. Now, you can too. Own the moments that matter. NFL all day.
3 times stronger can make a big difference. Castrol Edge is 3 times stronger than the leading full synthetic. Castrol Edge, better oil for maximum performance.
Team Robinson up 10-3 with the ball with 2 minutes left at the HBCU Legacy Bowl. And weekdays on NFL Network, wake up with football's favorite morning show and the crew on GMFB. They'll be serving up the latest news and the hottest takes all off-season long. Morning football, weekdays at 7, only on NFL Network. All right, Team Robinson with a first down after the penalty, after the completion. Is Larry Harrington from Langston at quarterback tries to drive this offense. They have to go hurry up in the final 2 minutes to close this out. He hands it off to Markel Scott. Doesn't get much, as again, the defensive lines for both teams have really kind of controlled things most of the game.
And do I understand correctly, 2 timeouts?
2 timeouts?
Per half each team.
Yes.
2 timeouts. So
not the normal 3.
2 timeouts, the clock is running. Team Gaither doing nothing to put the brakes on this, but they may have used a timeout. So remember, they had some clock management issues earlier as well.
It appears to me that they are out.
Yes, they must be out.
Because you see the 2 dots on the scoreboard.
The 2 dots. Robinson.
Harrington handoff again. Markel Scott, his job right now is to protect the ball.
Good job doing it too, because
Well
Elson Jordan from Bowie State, he shot the gap as well and was right there in the backfield, number 99 in white.
All right, guys, it's 3rd down. They can pretty much milk out the rest of the clock before they have to punt the ball here. So, you know, no victory formation, it looks like, because they're playing on a shotgun.
Then they can run this all the way down, so we got 16 seconds left.
Yep. So Team Robinson looks like they're going to close this out, guys.
They should be able to close. Yeah, they should be able to close this out. They can even take. I mean, they take it whatever you want to do.
Right.
Take the play clock all the way down. It should be a wrap. They can't get a penalty though.
Hands it off again to Markel Scott. He evades 1 tackler, makes a play. He's going to protect the ball before he goes
down.
He's like, why are you handing me the ball and letting me take all the losses?
I do want to thank y'all once again.
All my yardage gone for the day.
All right, guys, we're looking at some hijinks getting ready to go up on the sideline here for Team Robinson.
Oh, they got my man.
They got their coach.
They got my man.
They went double barrel. They got both coaches.
Shennis Berry and Eric Dooley
All right,
for Team Robinson.
In the stream, man. I hope you guys
the hydration bath after their team pulls out a 10-3 victory in the 2nd annual HBCU Legacy Bowl. That was well earned, guys. They coached their guys up.
They did coach their guys up. Look, a really solid performance. All week we worried how this game was going to play out, which defense was going to dominate. It was clear.